Why are you laughing already?
No, because really and truly, yeah, I was actually halfway through in Brent's song about 5 seconds. No.
I just heard you talk about Puff
I like
Puff.
a fat fatty. But good morning, people. It is Tuesday, the 13th of June. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. The energy is really high this morning. very, very high. But let's introduce ourselves.
It's your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation. Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. Happy Scissor Day, people.
Oh, is that why you're so excited? BFFR.
He is ready to go. He's ready to go. He's out here in colours. He's just going to come out in a black Nike tech tracksuit.
And you're going to be rattled.
This is going to come out in a tech
This is not caring for anything. The pictures I keep seeing, I'm just like, girl, you're lucky you got a nice voice because you didn't even make an effort. But I'm your favourite shade queen, Mountain Royalty.
You going to turn the camera? Oh, hello, hi.
Brent is sick of this day.
It's your girl, Just Jean, the baddest in the scene.
All right, then.
You meant to say ow.
Oh, yeah, shit. All right, then, worked.
It's true, it did. We're here,
All right,
innit?
then, we're here.
Ow, that's crazy.
And I like the tone. It's very like, it's masculine, but it's given...
It's lit.
It's lit. It's
It's
ow,
given, what's it called? Not alliance. When you're for the girls. That you
Yeah.
support us in our... What is the word though?
Isn't it
No,
alliance?
that sounds like Santana.
He's alliance, no?
Something like that.
No, it's not. No,
No.
Santana is the girl.
No, Santana is the girls.
Okay.
Santana is the girl. You see, so basically someone yesterday, said that... do you know who Maddie is?
Mehdi.
On Love Island?
Yeah.
And Whitney. And the Whitney.
The one who walks funny.
Yeah.
Voulez-vous Sorry,
Okay,
that's what
the
I
French
called
guy. Basically, they said him and Whitney are basically Carisha and...
it. Don't be rude. Do you know what? I haven't actually clocked his walk, you know, because I've seen people say that I would rather be dragged by my hair than like date a guy that walks like him.
No, but
Does
to
he
be fair,
walk
people are
bad?
saying that he walks French. But
Oh, is
apparently
it?
the French men have a little bit of sass in their walk.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
He
that
just
thing,
walks
yeah?
like a baddie.
Swinging the hips.
Yeah, it's like swinging the hips and it's like
he
you got the water bottle, but you're doing all of this, sir.
No, you're dumb. You probably did.
Now, his
That's
bop's
what
different.
he's
Some of his bops are... There's certain time he's stepping flagrant.
Really?
I find him so funny. But I love his confidence. Like, but that's what makes me think, because basically people try to insinuate that he's like, you know, gay and whatever. But he's just himself. And I think so that lets me know that this is just how the guy is. He's just like this. And apparently he's just really French. This is what the French guys do.
Someone said he was just watching over the dates like a little proud dad. Did you see him up there? He was just,
I
just
loved
smiling.
it.
Just...
I loved it. No, but yeah, we need to talk about the dates. I really sorry. I'm getting my words together. I really think the season is lit.
I think it's going to be
You
good.
understand we're literally 7 episodes in.
Yeah, they've not even got to Casa Amor yet.
And there's so much drama.
They've not even got to
They
Casa
start
Amor.
crying, you know.
Shall I really take it in then? Because
You should.
I'm not gonna lie. See, with Love Island, it's always hit and miss for me.
Yes. I'm the same.
I've never been invested in a season. I don't think. I'm trying to think what season. I don't think I've ever watched a season from beginning to end and been invested.
Couple of them have been good.
all the way through.
I think I am now. I wasn't like on it from like
Day one.
From day one. Obviously,
Yeah.
I just be keeping tabs on it, so I know where I go on. But I think now I'm ready now.
No, day one I
now
can
I know
see-
what 9 o'clock is.
No, listen. Because I was at the gym yesterday. I was like, let me stretch quickly. And the girl was like, oh, you're not going to do a full... I said, no, girl, I've stretched enough. Because I need to get home, have dinner, shower, and watch Love Island. Yeah, it's giving... This season is actually... It's like 7 days in.
And Whitney, yeah, I'm proper sorry because I thought you was an idiot. You get me? But I just weren't familiar with your style, man. That's
I
what
love
it was.
Whitney.
What's her
is,
style?
Whitney's a vibe.
she's a boss, man. She's just funny. She's
She's
so
actually like...
funny.
She is it for the house.
Really?
I feel like for the girls, her, and for the boys, Tariq.
And she's super cool with she's super cool with all the girls. She
cool
don't do
with
none of the
everybody.
snaky,
being bitchy.
Nah, she
bitchy
doesn't.
stuff because she's up front and forward. You know what you're
This is
getting
it.
with her.
She's very like... very to the point.
They come into the date. Yeah, remember it was the 2 bombshells, isn't it? The 2 bombshells picked who they wanted for the dinners, yeah, and they bopped into the house. You know when they made them watch on the terrace and that,
Yeah.
And the girl stepped in, and all these the other guy up there that's in couples. Who is it? Molly and it's just Molly and her, innit?
Molly is with Zachariah now, isn't she? Well,
yeah, but Zach and Mitch was on there, so Molly was double down.
yes. So
You get
Mitch,
me?
the one she dumped, and Zachariah, the one she dumped Mitch for, are
They're
both on dates.
Both on dates, and then obviously
And they were picked twice by women, by the way.
yeah, and then Ella was was pissed
Ella was
because
embarrassing me.
because Tyreek was on a date, so both of them picked him as
Yeah.
well. But they're up there, they're rattled though. Like
No,
it's
it's
not
like,
even-
you know, like your face is straight.
like it's
like,
over
Because
rattled.
obviously you're watching your guys. Go
Yeah,
on
but it's
dates.
like,
The
calm
girl's
down.
sitting down on the thing, watching through the thing. You could just see her eye.
No, she squat down, yeah, because I guess she didn't want her man to see that she was watching it. So she squat down and she's looking
through
through
a
the
hole.
band stand. It was so
And the whole time
embarrassing.
they just got her there. You could just see the eye. She's just not
And
moving.
then when someone speaks, she's like, shut the fuck up, man. It's like,
Are you dumb?
who you this is it.
But
I was
then-
like, who are you talking
So
to?
then, yeah, they walked in and Whitney was like, "Oh yeah, it's giving bad bitch." You get me? Yeah.
And Ella was like, Whitney!
She's like, sorry.
Sorry. Nah, this,
But I
love
would
it.
have been like,
It's too, like, reduce it. But
no, reduce.
She didn't.
Even as, do you know what? Okay, the last episode I watched was, see, this is the problem. I'm really bad with names, yeah.
Which one?
Molly's the one that everyone likes, right?
Allegedly, yeah.
Right, and she's
Plant.
the one that was crying over and she was crying because she felt bad because obviously my man was saying that, oh, he's all locked in.
Oh,
and she's
yeah,
not,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
What's his name?
Mitch.
Cool.
'Cause
So
he's a bitch.
episode I watched was when they had to do the coupling and she
Okay.
picked him.
It was silly. I thought you
And I
cried
was
all that
surprised
time.
because I thought, why did you do all that crying? And then who's the like kind of Dagenham Dave, Jack the Lad guy with the hair, like not the brown hair. What's his name?
Sammy.
Sammy.
That's the guy that she was kind of flirting with, right? And
Yeah.
but so I thought she would have picked him.
No, I thought she might pick Zachariah.
So, but you're telling me now she's with Zachariah,
Yes, so it's basically Zachariah.
and Zachariah is Oliwa Zachariah.
He ain't only worth nothing. He lost that.
Right, see how it changed. See, last time
First
she
of
was here,
all-
she thought he's not allowed to cook at
Yeah, but she got that on her own. I didn't say that. I didn't plan that.
No, the only reason why I'm saying
That was
no,
my
the only
thoughts.
reason why I'm saying that is because obviously when we spoke about it before, it was the whole thing like when you close your eyes, you think he's black.
Yeah, but you know what's wild though? Because the past few episodes, I've always forgotten to say that he's very, like, to speak greatness on him. And now I see why. My spirit knew that he was going to mess up. So I'm glad
What
I
did he
didn't
do?
mess up. So basically, they had a challenge. You know, in the challenges where you tend to, typically happens is that they basically were winning money and then they buy something with the money and then they have to present the gift to their partners. Everyone presents to their partner and then obviously you lips your partner in Love Island style. He uses this opportunity to declare some kind of interest in Molly. So Catherine, the black buff girl, is watching him right next to him while he's kissing Molly, the one who everyone likes.
So that's who he decided to present his.
That's who he presented the flowers
And
to.
the night before, he's lipsing up Catherine.
And saying to her that we are a good place and we're doing this the best out of everybody.
Oh, is this when I saw people talk online about how he's saying he's not going to apologize?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is when he was like, he's not gonna apologize. But basically,
Because you don't think he did
yesterday,
anything wrong.
because he said he doesn't regret it and he will do it again because he wanted to get to know the girl. He said he went about it the wrong way, but
You can
it is
double
what it
down though.
is.
The more he stands on it, the more I'm like, fair play to him, man.
That's it, because you can't fight somebody. If you're gonna admit what you've done, why would I fight you?
It's not
But
even
you know
admit
what
he
it
don't
is?
care because obviously he don't. But he's just missing. I think he's just missing the point that his actions
Was disrespectful.
was disrespectful.
Because you can get to know her,
Like,
and
his
that's Catherine's
his
thing as
intentions
well.
is within his rights to. Like he said, like he's
Absolutely,
like
'cause
nobody
that's
don't
what they're all here
understand.
to do.
Yeah, we're all here to find people, innit? So
And I think that's what makes it even more embarrassing for him because Catherine's like, I have no problem with you getting to know anybody. This is
Give
what
me
we're here
the
to
heads
do.
up, though.
But you should have not embarrassed him like that. That was embarrassing for me. But then yesterday now, so Molly obviously picked Mitch in the recoupling. He's all gassed or whatever. Tasted Zach again because he kissed Molly right after Zach kissed her again, second time in a week. And then they're sitting there. So basically Zach and Molly, so I guess Molly pulled him for a chat because everyone's sending Molly off. She pulls Zach for a chat, but they're talking for 2 hours. 2 whole hours, and the whole time Mitch is fuming.
then they start going to cook a meal together, and he goes, "Nah, if she cooks that meal with him, I'm done."
He was like, and definitely he always says that. If she does this, I'm done. I'm done. But
He's
you're not
so
done.
childish. He's in the bed. He's like, "Listen,
No,
I'm done
please.
with you."
No, you set that up.
Don't-
You need to set that up.
Go on.
You need to set that up. Do you know how evil that was? So basically, yeah, before you tell them that, yeah, Molly's talking to Zach for 2 hours, 2 whole hours, yeah. And then even Jess is like, nah, you're taking the piss. Obviously, this is in front of Catherine's face, this is in front of Mitch's face, right? Cool, whatever. Catherine's just like, because Jess was like, if I'm going to say something, Catherine was like, you know what, I think you should. Which I think was smart. Because Jess said, Catherine said, if I do it, I'm the black woman. ITV and off comes, she knows, right? Jess does it. Jess said that to Molly, you've been talking to him for 2 hours, that's disrespectful. Go and talk to Mitch because he's fuming kind of thing. She goes to talk to Mitch, Mitch is like, I don't want to talk to her right now. She's like,
play.
okay. She's like, okay.
That would have pissed Mitch off because she just
She
hugged
didn't.
it.
She said, all right. She said, okay.
She didn't even
And I
fight
said-
it. She just went.
She smiled. She
"All right."
smirked. I said, this girl don't like this boy.
And just
Cool.
stepped.
And then Zachariah comes here, tries to sit down. No, Zachariah's like, oh, comes round. And I think he says to Mitch, like, can I talk to you? Mitch is like, I don't want to talk to you right now. I can't talk to you right now, bro. Then Zachariah just said, don't even sit down. He said, don't even sit down.
Wait, who said that?
Mitch
Mitch
to
said Zachariah.
Zachariah.
Don't sit down.
Zachariah, his bum didn't even, like his bum kind of elevated and he didn't actually make contact. He actually got up and he was like, what do you mean? Trying to act tough. I was like, no, you didn't sit down. I would have sat down. Don't tell me where to sit.
How was he saying?
It's a
No,
farmer's villa.
he's like, you're a clown, man.
He's like, you're a clown. He's like, you're a snake. You're sitting here talking about, oh, you're my bro, but you're out here talking to my girl, da da da. And Zach's like, are you all right? Like, you dumb. He's like, oh, just fuck off, man. He started swearing at him. He's like, you're a dickhead, bro. You're this and that. I said, ah. And Zach was like, am I the only one who doesn't understand what's going on here?
The concept of, do you know what it is? I think the thing is, yeah, people actually forget what they're actually there to do.
Yes.
Like, I think it's mad. You know when Mitch is he's too clingy.
Too possessive.
Because
He's a red
even
flag.
after, like, was it 2-3 days? Like, I'm all in. I'm thinking, reduce it.
That
like,
boy is a walking red flag.
You've been here for like 3 minutes.
It's like we proper don't know each other.
Yeah, like I don't get how you can fall in love like that. So
And people
quickly.
always chat shit about heads turning, yeah. But it's like you don't know what you don't know. Like,
You actually don't know.
So you think this is it, yeah? If in 2 weeks'
that's what she
time
said to
someone
him.
perfect comes in for
That's
you,
why
what
she-
do you want me to do?
That's what
Sit
she
here with
said.
you and just leave this when I come here to find somebody.
And this is it. And I think, and the issue is Mitch, he's so possessive and it's such a red flag. Like, but because there's so much chaos happening, we can't really focus on Mitch's thing. But anyway, so
What's
Mitch
it?
is angry, yeah, so please tell them.
I wish I
What
had.
this
I wish
idiot?
I wish I knew it word for word, man. Because I don't know it word, but I just know the
No,
last
he was
bit.
basically, what did he say? So they were laying down
They're
in
laying
bed.
in the bed.
Who?
Mitch and Molly. Everyone's
Molly.
gone to bed
Everyone's
now.
gone to
yeah.
sleep. And he was
He
just
goes,
like,
Molly. No, he goes, Molly, Moles, can you hear me? Because the lights are out. And obviously it's quiet. He goes, Moles, can you hear me? She's like, yeah. He goes,
he's like, after today, don't ever speak to me again.
after tonight.
After tonight, innit?
Tonight. He says, my last final words to you. How can you say Moles? He said, Moles, can you hear me? She said, yeah.
You know what's funny? He goes, after tonight, don't ever speak to me again. Okay? She went, okay.
Yeah, you know what? He couldn't have slept.
Do you know what it is? No, but Gina, can you deep? He said this to the girl before she went to sleep. Are you a
She's
murderer?
not sleeping.
Are you a murderer? Well, that's the thing that she don't like. She slept like a baby. She slept with the fan on me.
You know what it is? He loves too hard, man.
It's stupid.
He loves too hard.
Like,
To
relax.
say that to someone, yeah, is wild. That's
You know
come
what
from
got
your,
me? It's
come
the
from your
fact he
chest,
said,
you know.
yeah, Molly, can you hear me? She said, because he didn't want that to go into thin air. Can you hear me? She said, yeah. He said, I'm going to leave you to crack on with Zach. After tonight, don't ever speak to me again.
Okay.
But you know you live in the same villa. And until the next recoupling, you guys are going to be in the same bed.
I'm
Next
starting
day
to like
it's
Molly
anyway.
now, though.
So again?
I'm starting to like Molly now.
I don't
though.
like her.
No, I like villains because she's a
'Cause
villain.
basically-
She's a piece of
'cause
shit.
basically-
She's
you
a
know what
proper. She's a snake.
You know when the Love Island contestants always be like, oh, you're not a girl's girl, you're not a boy's. I don't believe in all of that because we're all strangers and we're here to find love in it. But she does this thing where she knew Zachariah liked her. She lies to everybody about the conversations that she's having. So she lied to Mitch about the conversation, the depth of conversation she was having with Zachariah. Sitting there talking about she was shocked when she got lipsed.
And she was
But you
even
lipsed
trying
him
it
back.
with Sam. She was even trying it with Sam.
She was
you
trying
know.
it with Sam as well. And then my thing is, as a woman, yeah, if your man had lipsed me and I know what conversation you just had, I'm coming to you and being like, she didn't check on Catherine one time. She didn't say nothing to Catherine, but instead she loves the attention that she gave from all the boys. And when Mitch is saying to her, oh, it's because you're the payingest one here, she's all smiling from ear to ear. I don't like her, man. She gives me bad
Yeah,
vibes.
no, she's evil.
alright.
She's bad vibes. The show needs bad vibes. But she messed herself up because obviously she's gone for Zach, yeah. But she don't realize. I think Zach's a villain as well.
Zach is a
So they're
big
villain
villain.
couple because Zach can't help himself.
I feel like Zach
Did
is
you
trying
see
to
him?
be like
Did
Adam.
you see him on the dates? Zach can't help himself. He cannot help himself. That man don't have no self control.
I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel
He's
like,
talking about he's 100% open.
I feel like Zach here. Zach is an ideal world. He knows that he should be with a girl like Catherine. This is the girl that you settle down with. Is a good like wife. Da, 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 da. However, he's too greedy,
No, but
so he wants to look everywhere else.
But
Because the thing is, because him looking at Molly, he's not looking at Molly with like anything substantial here. He's looking at Molly and he's looking at anybody else that is attracted to him. Because then those women that came in, he's gonna dump Molly, and Molly's gonna lose that twice. But what's annoying me though,
He
is
might
that
not,
Mitch
though.
is
She's
going
gonna-
to take her back.
No, if she's gonna.
She's never gonna learn.
If she's gonna fight for him, she might be all right with
Nah.
Zach. She might be. Yeah, no, because the other one's not necessarily all for Zach. If that was the case, she was just
Okay.
making. She was just making a beeline for Zach.
Is that the cougar?
Nah, the blonde one, the strawberry blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde one is the old woman.
No,
it's not
she's
old, but
27. The
30.
brown head one's 30.
Now you're a
That's a
cougar for
bad
30.
day.
That's so sad. We're going outside.
No, but no, on Love Island.
We're going outside.
On Love Island, you're on OAP.
I see someone tweet like 30 on Love Island. I was
It's
like,
the-
let her
no.
land, man. Let her land.
No, but someone said doing them kissing challenges on Love at age of 30 was you're down bad. You're down bad.
It's sad. It's like
30 to do 20, man. We're getting older, man.
This is what I'm saying.
No,
Are
but-
you dumb?
Let her
That's
breathe,
bad then.
man.
She
Nah,
looks
man.
good then. Because I thought the 27-year-old was the brunette one because she looks young.
You said, wait, they were saying the... No.
The one in the red dress to the blonde, she's got to be...
In the red dress.
She looks...
It's the brunette
Aged.
in the red dress.
No, the blonde is in the red dress, I think.
No, the blonde was in the black dress.
Oh, it's okay. The one that was in the red dress,
She's 30.
Yeah, she looks it. But not that. She looks like she's late.
But you know what?
And
I
then what's
find
that one's 27, so she's not as...
Yeah.
She's not like usual Love
She
Island
dated
age
Danny.
either.
You know Danny that dumped Yewande?
But the thing is,
I heard her boyfriend died.
if you're on, if you come on there at that age, yeah, isn't most of the people on there like really, really young?
That's the thing. So you're talking to 21-year-olds. Because flipping
Why?
Andre is 21.
Yeah.
Andre's an idiot, you know.
Andre, no, first I think Rishi's the idiot. Because Andre is smitten by Catherine.
Catherine don't want him. He ain't got
She
no
don't.
moves for Catherine. He ain't got
She
no moves
don't.
for Catherine. That's the
But-
story. He was patterned up with the little shiny thing.
He was. But I don't know why. Okay, basically, yeah, because I missed like the first 4 minutes because I was making my salad. I then clocked. I thought, let me go back because basically she was complaining about like, oh, we were doing well and then he said this to me and she's not talking to him at all. She's not saying a word to him. So I thought, crap, man, he must have ended things with her. Watched it back, he didn't end things with her. He just said to her like, I'm still open to Catherine, and she even said, I appreciate you being honest with me because.
But then afterwards he walked in, he put himself in the doghouse.
Yeah, because she was giving him a cold shoulder.
What?
After she tried to act like she was understanding. And someone tweeted it, someone was like, look at it, yeah. Zachariah never spoke to Catherine, and that was a problem. Andre spoke to Rishi, that's the problem. How do men win? And I hate stuff like that. When you got me agreeing with men,
Like putting yourself in the doghouse for a
Damn
guy
right.
that don't want you though, man. That's stupid. Man said, I'm going to go and sleep in the doghouse. Why are you in the doghouse for?
but
Because
he
no
said
one
how
don't
cold
want
she
you.
was with him.
Yeah, but it's his fault, man. He's an idiot, man. Like, you know what it is? I understand where she's coming from, man. Because
Really?
because you're mugging me. Like, I'm busting
I'm
you.
not mugging you though.
Because I'm busting you, yeah? No guy don't want you in the yard. Remember, she's...
You want me.
Huh?
You want me.
But listen, she's in there, shower time, makeup time. She
Yeah, they
knows
probably, like,
no
lipsing up
girl
and
don't
everything.
want you. Nobody else wants you in this yard. I'm busting you. Now you've gone to take yourself out of bed to go sleep in the doghouse
But
for
you
a
know
guy
what's
that I
mad
know
though?
I don't want you. You're
But
an
you know what's
idiot.
mad though? No one wants
Of
her
course she's
either.
on
though.
him. You're an idiot.
But no one wants her either.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
No,
you
no one
actually
want-
kill me.
No one wants her,
it's
yeah.
true.
But she wants Andre. But he don't want. He doesn't.
Yeah, but
only
even
want
when we
her.
said it yesterday, I'm not 100%. I feel like she was just in a situation. If a different kind of brother came in that she was feeling more, she'll leave Andre in a second.
I feel like if Zachariah came in but in black,
Yeah.
that's the type. Because I don't like the way everyone's pussyfooting around saying, I want a black man.
But Andre ain't got it though, man.
Andre ain't got nothing.
There's no sauce there. There's just
He's
no
sweet
like.
though. I like him though.
I don't know, man.
Because
This
the way
ain't
he
got it,
was
man.
there for Catherine McCall, how are you, baby? So
He used to
cute.
date my sister's friend.
Andre,
Yeah, that's their age group, isn't it?
he's really young.
Yeah.
He's at 21.
Yeah, my sister's 22.
Oh, very young boy.
I need Tariq. I need Tariq to end of the
Tariq,
chat, man.
yeah. Tariq for president, bruv. I love that guy.
He's got so much potential, man.
He literally lifted Ella up, yeah.
Which one's Tariq? The
The light
Angolan.
skin.
The light skin guy. He looks like so everyone light skin boy that's coming that end. But basically, he had a conversation with Ella, yeah, and he's like to Ella, that's the one with the fillers.
To be fair to him,
That
he's
one.
less translucent than the rest of them that they put in there. You get me?
Is that what?
Translucent.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's tanners. He hasn't caught the tan yet. He hasn't caught the sun yet. But basically, he was like to Ella. He's like, I want to talk to you. She was like, oh, like this sounds serious. He's like, no, like it's calm, whatever. She's all nervous. Her face is her demeanor's changed now because she's thinking, damn, I might get dumped. He's like, I really enjoy the time we're spending together. Like, you know, I really enjoy getting to know you. You're
in such a good place.
You're such
I ain't
a
never been.
such a good.
You said I ain't never been a one-woman man in my
I've
life.
never. So she's smiling, Gina. She's grinning ear to ear. Then he goes, I just need someone new to come in now so I can get to know them. She's like, what? He's like, yes. I just need someone new to come in now.
Was it a joke?
No, he
No.
was dead ass.
Huh?
Dead ass. Because when he got invited on them dates, he was grinning ear to ear.
Yeah, you just need to compare the minutes. It's not
said I
nice
need
to
to
compare.
compare.
He goes, no, I'm not comparing you. I'm comparing how I feel inside.
You know, I respect the honesty though, but
Yes,
damn,
and that's
He's
Damn.
been straightforward from
That's the thing.
the rip. To be fair to
Because
him.
I clocked, this was not the first time he had that conversation with her. I clocked. He had the conversation with her the other day.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but if this is good, like, what do you mean that you need someone else to come in? And he was like, I don't. He said, I don't know why I don't know. I don't know. He's like, this is good, yes, because this is the only thing I have right now.
But it could be better.
Exactly, but he's like, I have nothing to compare to. He was like, someone else could come in and it could still be you, but at least I've compared it. But right now, where it's just you, basically, I can't be for I can't say.
You know what? I respect it because what he's basically saying is, this could be like, this is good, but it could be great.
It could be. It could be great.
And why am I gonna not test the waters? Do you know what I mean? I want to see if it's genuine. I think that's sick though.
Yeah, no, he's been cold, but he ain't started. I feel like he's definitely got like a piece of shit in him somewhere.
Oh, 100%.
But he ain't been doing it yet. Like,
do you know I knew he got his piece of shit. So basically, yeah, they did a challenge. You know when they give them little facts or whatever, yeah?
Sorry, it's the fact that, do you know I knew he was a piece of shit?
No, hear this. So you know they do the facts here where they do like someone's got to be honest about, they say a fact and then you got to say it was you or whatever. His body count, yeah, was like 100 plus in his short-lived life. 100 plus, yeah. 24. 23. When you start having sex, it's 6. Damn, for real. His body count is 100 plus. Hear that? Cool. He's like, yeah, it is what it is. Owns it. Fine. Another fact comes out and basically there's one girl in the villa that kissed 5 guys in one night. He's like, that is disgusting. He's like, that is wild.
It was like Catherine. Yeah.
But he's disgusted and appalled at the fact that one girl kissed 5 guys, but he's had 100 different fluids in his system.
Both are nasty though.
Both are nasty.
The 5 guys one is rattling me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the 5 guys one is wild.
Kissing's very.
But 100,
it was her birthday.
And
she's from Ireland, so she's got like Caucasian culture ingrained in her and that. That's light work. They don't kissing's light, but they know business.
Kissing is like compared to like actual sexual intercourse.
But I get it.
Coitus.
I'm just thinking about the exchange of saliva with 5 different people.
But that's the thing. I'm thinking about the exchange of body fluids with all them girls. My thing is like both of them are wild, yeah. But you are not in a place.
No, obviously
you're not looking at her like this is disgusting. How could you do that
at all?
Well, to be fair to him, he could have lost his virginity at 16. It's 8 years of chopping. That's what.
Do the math. Here. The math is not mathing over here.
What? 8 years. 8 divided by 100. I don't know. What's that?
I feel like in
20 something.
20 something per year.
That's a lot though, no?
But that's the in men's community. He's not been low.
It's less than normal. That. It's low. What is it? What's that?
I'm gonna do it now. Hold on. 8 years, you're saying, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's be. Okay, so.
I don't think I've ever touched 1 year.
That's 12.5 a year.
See, 12.
12.5 a year.
12 things a year is light.
50 divided by 12.
That's 1 thing a month.
Yeah, but is that light?
It's like 4, basically. It's like 4 a month.
How?
No, 4. Wait, how did I get here?
It's 1 a month.
It's 1 a month.
Yeah, it is.
Chopping 1 thing a month. That's
guys, not... I went gym at 5. Allow me, I'm tired. No, because that's
what I say. That's not.
I'm going out bad.
That's not savagery.
Bad.
Especially if
he's gonna pick up.
Imagine he's been single.
Don't do that.
It's too late. It's already time stamped.
Wait, did I actually? I'm so shy. Wow.
Yeah, rightfully so, I'll be honest. I'm sorry, I can't even back it. I said some dumb things.
No, do you know why? It's because in my calculator.
Yo, just leave it, man. Just let it go.
Just let just let it go. You just got to leave it in the air and just let it do what it does.
Still giving me 4.1.
You said.
It's still giving me that.
Gina, please, I cannot.
Wait.
The fact that you're even showing your workings is killing me. Because, ma'am.
So can a man be vilified for 1 thing a month?
But that's the thing, though. Do you know what I hate, though? I hate that society's... So basically, this is very toxic, right? Of me.
Okay.
Because for me, hearing a man like that, my God, that's not bad. But I know that I don't think I would have the same energy...
If it was a girl.
But not that I wouldn't have the same energy. I'm aware that men don't have that same energy for women. And it's annoying me that I can kind of see why they wouldn't have that energy for women.
For a female, is sleeping with 1 new man a month wild?
Some guys think that.
No, I'm asking for the female. Forget what the guys think. I'm asking what the girls think. Yes. You say yeah? Really, yes, Gina. That's a hard yes from Gina.
Do you know what? No. No, because
a single woman.
Because I'm aware that... a month, man. That's a lot, no?
Imagine that was the only time they had sex. 1 chop a month.
Okay.
Does it make a difference?
But that's the thing.
Does it help the situation?
I'm not gonna lie. The number 12 just it's beyond me. I'm just thinking
because in theory, in theory, it's not wild, But that's because I'm not putting myself in there. For me, that would be wild.
That's why
In my abstinence states, that's wild.
Would it really be wild, or is this
conditioning
society?
I think it's
patriarchy.
It's
all these
conditioning,
things
it's society, it's
It's
patriarchy,
everything.
it's all of that. Because when it's a guy, like as I
This is
said,
it.
it's seen as normal, right? I still think it is a bit gross, but at the same time, it's like I judge women to a different standard, and that's based on patriarchy. I'm the problem.
Y'all did this.
Yep,
She said I'm the problem.
I'm the problem.
One thing that's
I hear
funny
it.
is because women always do stuff like that, and obviously everybody's entitled to their opinion. You're saying, like you said, you still think it's a gross if a man slept with one woman a month and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's mad because we all like you really ain't aware of who you are.
No, and that's why I don't ask questions.
These don't understand how
Margs,
much
this
women
is
men
why-
sleep with.
Margs, this is why
No.
I don't
These
ask.
are sick.
No,
You'd be
Because I'll be honest with you,
horrified.
yeah. No, I will be, and that's why I don't ask. Because basically, I'll be honest with you, yeah. If your body count is going to like double digits, I'm sickened. But I know that men are
double,
triple.
That could be a good year. That's a good year for someone.
double
I
digits,
know, so I
Esther,
don't ask.
Double digits is
But I don't
from
know what
10
happened.
onwards.
Yes,
That's nothing.
I said what I said.
I hear it.
It icks me out. All them soul ties. That's why some guys be. I keep telling you,
No,
though.
true.
That's why some guys are having sex with you. They're
No,
angry.
hold on. That's
They're
why
angry.
also one day they'll just be lying there, start twitching.
Okay.
Just remember them soul ties.
The
You
soul
just
ties.
finish with him. You're thinking, why am I depressed?
Bro.
Because
You got
transferring the energy.
you got Keisha's spirit in you.
You got Keisha's spirit in you. You
That's
don't even
right.
know Keisha. For the life of you.
Yeah.
You don't know that bitch. And here she is, dwelling in you.
In you. In your being.
Yikes, man. So I don't ask because I know that I just know I'm going to be sickened. So I'll
it's true.
just go with the connection we have.
Some questions you don't, it's like, to me, it's an expensive question that is going to give you an expensive answer. It's like, you don't ask those kind of questions. It is what it is. Like, I don't think I've never asked a man his body count.
When I was younger, I did.
Because to be honest, in theory, I don't actually care.
When I was younger,
Do
I
you know
did,
what I mean?
yeah. When I was 18, I did. And then that was the last time I asked. And this guy told me he was like over 10. And we're 18. I said, So I never asked again. That was the last time I said I'm ever asking this question again.
You say deep down you don't care. You don't think.
No, because I
So then
think...
what is it then?
No,
do you
I
know-
don't
no.
care.
When I say deep down, I don't care. It's like, if I like you,
Yeah.
that's not gonna... Do you get what I mean? If I like you...
It's not a factor.
It's not gonna be a
Well,
factor.
let's be honest in it, yeah, because we do this stuff all the time, yeah. People chat shit on it, yeah. I can come out here now, yeah, and tell you that I've slept with 1,000 gal.
I
yeah,
believe you.
And I can no, that's irrelevant, yeah.
It's fine, I believe you.
I'm not saying that. You get me? I don't know if it's more. I don't know if it's
Boom,
less.
boom,
That's not what I'm
father.
saying.
I
That's
said
not,
approximately.
that's not the point I'm trying to make.
I know, that's fine,
You
but I
get
just wanted
me?
to point out. But
All right, it could have been. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Could have been.
I'm just saying. I could make that statement, yeah, and still find a good woman to take me.
100%.
You would.
Like,
100%.
literally.
You find a body,
That's-
you
but
find a
that's
woman
what-
with a body count of 2.
But that's
I'll take
why
you.
I said, in theory,
It doesn't
bother me. So I'm not gonna ask. But
Do you know my
but if you volunteer that information, it could give me the
would-
ick.
no,
and
no, it would
and
definitely give
and
me
it
the
will
ick.
turn me off.
It would
It's
definitely
like-
give me the ick.
It's something that I don't think about, right?
Yes.
So it's not something that is highlighted that I have to even consider.
Yeah.
But the moment you bring it to my attention, then it's gonna be like, oh,
That's my thing. My thing
know
is,
what I
I'm not
mean?
going to ask you, but the moment I get an inkling that this, or you tell me, that will ick me out, and now I can't go there with you.
yeah, like don't
Like,
volunteer
I
the
can't.
information. I didn't ask.
But ideally, it's not really a factor. I think for me, that I have to see that you don't have any underlying issues, any underlying soul ties within you. 'Cause some people, I keep telling you that you can tell that there's things trouble in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I can't tell that there's any disruptions, then yeah. But it's interesting though how society works.
Soul ties, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Would you think it's weird if a guy kept a list of all the women he slept with?
I
Oh,
think
who
it's
did that again?
Childish.
I watched it in a film.
Yeah.
What film was it?
I can't remember what it was.
And they exposed him at the end. And that night, wasn't it Morris Chestnut? Was it Morris Chestnut in the
Maybe
film?
where?
Who was it? It's a black film.
I can't remember. You know.
And they brought out a comedian. And the comedian came. Oh my gosh, it's freaking. Do you watch The Game?
No. Yes, I did.
The
With
Vita
Tia.
one. Yeah,
Oh,
but
no,
the
no,
new
no.
season.
No, I didn't watch the new
Okay,
season.
so basically, in the new season, yeah, Malik has a party, yeah.
Okay.
And basically, I think he's about to hit his 4,000th female or whatever, yeah, or whatever.
4,000th.
But he actually has like it's like a scroll, literally,
4,000.
of all the names, yeah. So he does like a fundraising event, and then a comedian comes. But basically, he slept with the comedian's wife. He doesn't know this, innit?
Okay.
Yikes.
So the comedian comes and does like a stand-up thing, but then exposes and even like takes a scroll. Like, you know when it just rolls?
Oh my gosh.
So long. But basically, it was peak because that night, him and his therapist had been really getting along, and you can tell that he's starting to really like her, and like because she understands him, whatever.
Yeah.
So like they have like they have an intimate moment that obviously could have turned into something, but it gets ruined because obviously the comedian makes this joke, and then like it gets exposed. And the thing is, obviously he's not on that anymore, and he's not trying to bag the last person tonight, but it gets exposed. But he literally had like a spreadsheet.
When he's on 399.
Yeah, I think it was either
39999.
I think he was on 2999 or 3999. But basically, it was the next person would be like another
milestone.
Is that what the fundraiser was for?
No, it was for something
That'd be
else.
silly.
Oh.
Imagine. To be your 4,000.
Just checking this correlation. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah, that's interesting, man.
That sounds like a teenage thing. If you're not linking any man that's writing down the names of their conquests, these are in trouble.
That wouldn't be an ick to me though, because I'd rather that than estimates.
Oh, then a guesstimation.
Yeah, I mean, like talking about maybe give or take 1,000. Maybe give or take. How can you not know? That's my thing. Is how can you not know? Because would you know everybody? Would you remember everybody? Do you remember everybody you slept with?
When you see, if I saw them,
You would. See, some guys don't.
Some
guys don't see you. It's when they're in the pussy again. They're like, I've been here.
Do you forget girls you've slept with?
yeah.
And like, if you was to see them, you remember, I chopped her.
Yeah, you go, oh my God.
I recognize those cheeks.
Yeah, oh my God, I chopped you.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember. You forget though. You can forget.
Okay.
But you can see them, you remember.
Okay, cool.
It's,
That's a different life.
you know what? I think one time in my life, something tried to tell me she chopped me, and I'm looking in her eye like, me.
I would hate that. I'd be fuming, you know.
Do you think she was lying? Or you just don't remember?
Maybe it was
You
a
know
game.
what? I ain't putting nothing past me, man. If
She says, no, that's dangerous.
they said I did that shit,
We need to have a staff meeting after this.
Mr. 999.
What?
Mr. 999.
999.
Where's your scroll?
Nah, but you know what it is? I can't say if I've gone out on a night out and got drunk and turned up and whatever, like I can't make a promises. I can't promise
So
you.
do you remember
I
what
can't
the
promise
sex was
you I
like then?
didn't.
Because there might be people saying out here that you're dead in bed.
No, but there definitely will be.
Definitely.
But question, you know,
it's not every sexual experience you have that's good, because the same people that might be saying that I'm saying about them as well. I think they're dead too.
If you
There
give a
would be
number
women
that-
out there who was not happy with our sexual experience and will be relaying that to people. But that's fine, because life's about balance. There's so many that's going to be saying. There's so many that's going to be saying.
Mr. 999.
Yeah. So it's all right.
It balances out.
Balances out. You get me? I don't think there's anybody that I thought I killed and I didn't. Okay. If that makes sense. I don't feel
Men
like
say
I
that a
got
lot.
delusions of grandeur. No, man.
No, men say that a lot, man. You need to ask the woman. You need to ask her group chat.
No, but again, I feel like
what the review was.
I feel like you can tell. You can't tell them. You can't pretend in your head like you laid it down, put in that work, and like you didn't. You can't pretend like you're mashing gal up in your head. When you leave that yard, and walk away from that bedroom, you know. You know what I'm trying to say? Certain man leave gal and they're woke.
No, but the
girls finish, start trying to do work and thing, up in the bed, texting. Certain time you leave gal there, sleeps. Yeah, sleep.
Like that pussy out.
Yeah. You know, you just look back like, I did that. You can't, I don't care what you say. You can't tell me nothing. I was in that bed with you, and when you finished, I saw you sleeping like a little lamb. I don't need no confirmation. I know what happened. Yeah? I know what I did.
I hear it.
So
You get what I'm saying?
but I did that.
I did that. And then there's certain times, it's like, I think something like that comes from, especially from like when man's younger and that, yeah, depending in like what kind of frame of mind you're in when you're doing things and that. Remember, I've been like super popular and that, and just like certain times been young, just running around, it's just fucking around and shit. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so when you're doing that kind of stuff, you're in that kind of space, you're gonna meet people that you're gonna sleep with people that you shouldn't be sleeping with. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're gonna be doing things just on the whim, just whatnot. So the connection's not gonna be there. There's no chemistry. There's no. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it is gonna be dead. Like, it's just like, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
I hear you.
but don't be tarnishing my name, bro. I don't know what you're trying to clip up. Whatever you're gonna clip up, put at the end of this, I put sit down. I put sit down. So just
One
add
thing
that.
about me. Ridiculous. Absolutely.
I'm gonna start calling you Mr. If it's cocky you want. Because Lord knows.
That was old me anyway.
Yeah.
I'm maturing now.
How's the dating stuff going?
I had to fall back off all that, man.
Why?
The game's treacherous, man.
Really?
It's wild, man.
Yeah, man. I didn't think it through. I thought it was like I tried. It's like
Why do you think the game's treacherous? Talk to me.
because everyone just want to fuck. Like they're not serious.
Do you want to be serious?
How do you
though?
think
At the time when I was thinking, I was telling you, like I was maybe if I
ready.
didn't want to. I was ready to. I'm not saying I was just ready to lock someone down and put a ring on it or whatever.
But you were open to actually like
seeing where that
Yeah.
could
where
go?
that can go.
Yeah, like
And you think everyone you was meeting was just on fuckery?
fuckery happened, didn't it? So proof's in the pudding.
I hear it.
I ain't got no girl.
You ain't got nobody.
But you got pudding.
I didn't miss no meals though. You get what I'm saying?
You
So
got pudding. That's all right.
I deleted that shit, blood.
Really?
Yeah, I don't need to be on there. That's crazy. I don't need
don't need that
no
anyway.
more help getting
No,
boom boom.
but that's what I'm saying.
None whatsoever. Like I can't move a boom boom. I'm straight. I don't need no extra.
This is so funny.
No extra appliances. I don't need I don't need no accessories.
No extra help.
Yeah, I just deleted that shit, man. Because I'm not on there for that.
That's the thing, though. That's why the game is. I mean, the lover girls are down bad, man. It's difficult. It's
We are
difficult.
down bad.
It's difficult. Talk about you're out here for love. People look
Alright,
at it like
I'm in
you're
a
a
good
joker.
mood today. I'm giving you some
The truth.
content.
Hear it. We love that for you.
Brent, don't use none of this shit.
Brent, why you so
Brent
quiet
is
today?
right now speaking to his editor. So I hope
Are
you're
you
seeing
alright?
this.
I don't want him to scream, I have to go when it hits 9:30, because I've been waiting patiently so we can get to the reaction before you leave. I've not seen that happening.
Oh, I even got to leave at 10:30.
Enjoying yourself in your orange top.
All right, okay, let's get to it.
I do have to leave early. Sorry.
You do actually. Why'd you do that to us? You came in like on 100. You just came to tease people. That's pathetic. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's get into our headlines then. All right, I thought this was about Nicki Minaj because the headline says Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak trade barbs in row. I said, what, they linking up with Nicki? Don't be silly. But I guess not. So, a war of words has erupted between Rishi Sunak and Boris Johnson over the former Prime Minister's attempt to give peerages to several close allies. Mr. Sunak accused his former boss of asking him to overrule the vetting advice on his House of Lords nominations. But in a fiery statement, Mr. Johnson accused Mr. Sunak of talking rubbish. The House of Lords Appointments Commission, HOLAC, said it rejected 8 of Mr. Johnson's nominations. There has been no confirmation of who the nominees were and why they were not included on Mr. Johnson's controversial resignation honours list. The honours list was published by Mr. Sunak's government on Friday without the names of some of Mr. Johnson's key supporters, including Conservatives MP Nadine Dorries and Nigel Adams. A few hours after his honours list was released, Mr. Johnson announced he was standing down as MP over an investigation into whether he has misled Parliament about lockdown parties. Did you guys see when they said about he gave his hairdresser at OB?
Yeah, I saw why.
Did he?
Have you seen his hair?
Exactly. I thought he did that shit himself. You're telling me you pay for that?
Do you know what he does? He looks like he wakes up and just does. Yeah, and then
And just off he
then
goes. Off he goes. All right, so this is sad news. The former Italian Prime Minister has passed away at the age of 86. Silvio Berlusconi, the Italian former PM, who overcame various scandals to hold office 4 times, has died at 86. He died at the San Raffaele Hospital in Milan. In April, he was treated for a lung infection linked to leukemia. Silvio's death leaves a huge void, Italy's defense minister said, with a national day of mourning due to take place on Wednesday. The longest-serving prime minister in post-war Italy, he had bounced back from sex scandals and corruption cases. After taking political office in 1994, the billionaire media tycoon led 4 governments until 2011, though not consecutively. Last September, Silvio's centre-right Forza Italia party went into coalition under right-wing Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Reacting to the news, Miss Meloni remembered her predecessor as a fighter. In a video message, she said he remained one of the most influential men in the history of Italy. Her deputy Matteo Salvini said he was broken and thanked Silvio for his friendship, advice, and generosity. And this last one is for the hay fever. The hay fever guys. Me included. Ginny here, we're down bad. So, more than 122,650 people visited the NHS website seeking hay fever advice last week as the pollen count hit some of its highest levels this year. Weekly visitors to the site's hay fever advice pages have tripled in the past 5 weeks, NHS England says, with one visit every 3 seconds on Sunday. The allergy usually strikes from late March to September when it is warm, windy and humid and pollen counts high. There is no cure, but over-the-counter medication can manage most symptoms. The symptoms include sneezing, coughing, a runny or blocked nose, red, itchy or watery eyes, headaches, earache, losing the sense of smell. Should sound like COVID. People with asthma may also suffer worse symptoms than usual over the coming days. Thunderstorms are predicted for parts of the UK, and water breaks down pollen granules into smaller particles that can lodge deeper into the airways in the lungs. Don't I know it? The pollen count is set to be high or very high across most of the UK this week, and the NHS website features recommendations on how to manage symptoms, including putting petroleum jelly around the nostrils to trap pollen, showering and changing clothes after being outside to wash off pollen, staying indoors with doors and windows shut, where it's hot, buying a pollen filter for cars and a high-efficiency particulate air filter for vacuum cleaners, and not cutting the grass or keeping fresh flowers inside.
I'm hearing more people moaning about hay fever this year than normal, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's proper high.
Can I be honest? This year is like hay fever on steroids.
Yeah, it's mad.
Because last year I used to take fexofenadine and it was fine. It's not working this year.
Are you taking I take Olivia.
No, I haven't tried that.
Yeah, try it.
But like-
do you want one? Have you had any this
Why
morning?
don't you mix them?
I will actually take. Do you see
You
me?
take
I
it.
don't believe in the one.
Take
dose
one
and
of
stuff, literally. So in the morning, it's like do you know what I look like in the morning is really sad. Like my
She
eyes.
stays with it. You could tell that box is being used as
My
well.
eyes
Listen.
are
You see
so
the wear and
puffy.
tear on there.
I got a pack of 30, yeah. I put one in this bag and my other bag. So
No,
wherever I'm covered and ready
I'm
to go.
literally down bad. I wake up, yeah, my eyes are swollen, stuck together. There's sleep all here.
Oh
Like,
no.
it's such an ugly sight. It's horrible.
It's horrible. That's not
That
good,
is
bro.
so bad.
I put
And
the
my eyes are and my eyes generally are very, very sensitive anyway. Yeah. So the moment I start rubbing them, they just get red. Like, so I really try and avoid.
Even your voice.
Girl,
It is now, but I had to call my GPS. I said, hello, hi. I need some
I
new
think I'm gonna
inhalers.
look into the injection. You know.
I've heard it's good. But the tablets I just gave Jane, I can't say on here because assuming this is not a I don't want to put anyone. You know, you give people allergic to stuff and now it's a whole thing. I'll put it on my story though. Because it definitely has saved my
Does it
life.
work?
Can we put it yes.
Really?
Even at 15 minutes.
Yeah.
As in 15 minutes.
Because
It really is. It's been what's been saving me this season. It's been proper good. But yeah, all right, let's get into our topic of E-Man. Let's get into our topic of the day. What's the best and worst first date you've been on?
I ain't been on that many.
First of all.
First of all,
Have I been on an activity date?
Actually, I remember mine.
I don't think I've done an activity date.
haven't you?
I don't think I have.
I have.
What kind of
I
activities
went
are there?
bowling.
You like
Oh, is that
arcade, bowling,
Oh, is that activities?
mini
Yeah.
golf?
Oh, mini golf. Oh, I've done that before.
What kind
I
of
think.
activities have you been good? Climbing Kilimanjaro, though?
I don't know, like go ape or something.
Don't be silly.
I feel like
I want to do that. You know, race car. I would want to go
Yeah.
start on the first date.
I'm competitive though,
I am.
so
So
I prefer like active dates and stuff as opposed to like
I feel like it breaks the ice.
going to sit down and eat.
You can do a little
and talk.
flirts and stuff like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like sometimes it's like I don't want you to be staring at my face.
Would you be on an activity thing if a man said I'm gonna come and go and paintballing and thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a little boy.
That'd be
You know this
lit.
Oh
already.
yeah, I forgot who I'm talking to. You. Of course you know that.
That'd be so lit.
Exactly.
I would love
And
to do
I'm
that.
I'm so competitive. Like
I'm so competitive.
You'll be
Literally.
pissed because if he's shooting you up all day, yeah, and you can't get a look in edgeways, you'll be
I'm
you're
no, but-
dumping by the time you go home.
I think I'm very competitive and I'm salty about it as well.
Yeah.
But I'll be like rolling on the floor.
I've done-
Just let me know so I can dress appropriately.
Do you know what I've done?
That's my thing.
What I enjoyed. I went to an escape room.
Ooh, I want to do
Okay,
that.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
I want to
And
do
do
that.
you know what? It was fun. It was hard. No, it was mad hard. Like
Is it?
it was so hard. Like it was like Alice in Wonderland, like the clues and stuff.
I'm
were
like,
like-
oh yeah, I quit.
No, and the thing is, you get like they can help you with it. You can ask for clues and
Prompts and
stuff all the
shit.
time. Yeah,
Okay.
but like there was one point, yeah, we were ringing that bell. I was like, bro, I don't get what the clues are. Do you get what I mean? We didn't complete it though because it was so hard, but it was fun.
Oh, I'll try something like that.
But it was actually fun. It was good.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to go.
Yeah.
I would want to do that. My best. I think for me, my best first date was just good vibes. We like really got on. We got on so well. It was really good vibes. It was so funny though because the second date was the worst date I ever went on.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. There was something that shifted. Like we literally had to. I paid to leave. I just had to go. I had to leave.
Really?
And then my worst first date as well. I made up a lie. I said I had to go. I've got to go. I said I've got a family emergency.
I've done VR as well though.
Oh, that sounds
Which
lit.
was sick.
I ain't done that. I
wanna
don't know.
do that.
So what's the idea of a good first date then? Would it be?
I think it's
Is it about the date or is it about the company then?
I think both.
it's everything. Because it can be good company, but then you go. Actually, no. But if it's okay, I think if you go somewhere dead, but it's good company, you can make the best out of it. But if you go somewhere good and the company is dead, ain't no saving this. I'm out here flirting with the bartender.
I think it's generally the person.
I think it's a person.
Yeah.
It has to be the
if the
person.
person you're with, you catch a vibe. It's like, you know when you go out with your friends, yeah, and you can go somewhere that's dead, but because you lot are all vibes, you can bring your own vibe and have your own vibe. So it's I think it's more the company than anything else.
I think the company. Because the company is what will make this the best date.
Yeah.
Because you could have the best experience, but if the company is dead...
I think I haven't had a worst date, but his laugh really pissed me off, man. I just thought, stop laughing.
Stop laughing.
His laugh was so off-putting. I thought,
Where did that come from?
it was like,
ew,
so
man.
icky.
I'm laughing like a donkey.
His laugh was such a rattler.
That's the thing about... I
couldn't believe
really
it.
like first... Do you like first dates?
No. I don't really date anyway, so it's like...
I like a first date if I like you. I know that sounds weird, yeah, but
But how do you know if you like someone already before
we're
the first
talking.
date?
so if it's like there's already an attraction there. Like I'm already feeling you, so you don't really have to like impress me or anything. Like I like the idea that we're on a first date, and then I clocked actually. So on a first date where I like a guy, I'm nervous. And on the first date,
Yeah, I get
I don't
you.
really care. I'm just there. I'm here for time.
I think I'm nervous.
Something to do on a Saturday.
I think I'm nervous regardless.
Because you know it is.
Yeah.
Because I think, yeah, I clocked it. Because I'd never been nervous on a first date until my last first date. And I was actually nervous. I remember saying to my friend, I was like, I feel like I'm so boring. He's not going to think I'm fun. Like, I actually
Really?
cared.
Wow.
Then I said, damn, how have I been living? But I think the other ones, I don't care enough if this is not a second date.
That's so interesting, you know, that you thought, like, those thoughts ran through your head.
And do you know who it was as
interesting
well?
because I don't even consider, like, you know what, it's weird, like, I don't consider, like, oh, we're going to get along, whatever. I'm there for vibes.
Nah, 'cause you know
don't
it's-
even process
'cause-
it. You're just like,
Yeah.
What, you saying you're not even taking into account whether you're going to get along or not?
no, I don't think about it. It's like, okay, if I'm going on a first date with someone, I think Esther's right, like, it would be someone that I've spoken to a few times, innit?
Okay,
So
yeah.
I
I'm
know
already
that-
feeling,
I know
yeah.
that we've got some sort of rapport, so it's not going to be hella awkward, like, to that
Aw,
degree.
that was so cute. Bless my heart.
So
Well, I'm
you can't. No,
nervous.
it's cute. But I've never thought about, oh, are we going to get along? What we're going to talk about?
But have you had first dates where that's your first human interaction though?
No.
Like you
No.
would have spoke or whatever, but this would be the first time you physically been able to see each other.
Yeah, that's all. That's a lot of first dates.
No, because some people can meet in different settings
Actually,
and,
okay,
then,
yeah,
and,
that
then,
makes sense.
and then go on date after, innit?
Okay, I've had that. The first date that was the best date I'd had was that, where that was the first time we actually saw each other. So it's kind of like, not butterflies, but you feel like, okay, I'm meeting someone for the first time. But because I knew kind of like he's cool, because there was already a vibe there, as soon as I see you, that nerves doesn't leave. The nerves leave, sorry. And that's when I knew that, okay, there's a difference between me actually liking somebody and wanting something to work out and a date that I'm on for vibes. Because the other one, we'd spoken and stuff, and I knew like how we communicate, but there was just something like, I kind of felt like I had to kind of impress him as well. Oh, cute.
Dating's mad because it's nice when you
breakfast then.
meet someone and you're like you know, like when you meet someone and you're clicking, yeah. But there's sometimes like have you ever been on a date and like you can tell like it's all right, it's pleasant. You can tell the other person's feeling it,
Yeah.
but you're like,
That was the one I had to go
I
home.
don't think
This is not it.
this is.
We're never doing a second date. This is the first and last time you're ever going to see me.
the-
That's my vibe.
That's one of them. That's horrible. Do you say that to yourself sometimes? Like you ain't never see me again.
So the guy,
Yes.
the guy with the laugh.
Yes.
I thought, get somebody else.
Because you know what it is? They could get somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
Because literally, I remember that date. I remember so. I thought, do you know what? I said, do you know what, Esther? Stick it out because this is the last time I'm ever going to see you anyway. But I was like, I'm not doing this. I said I've got family
So
members.
what do you do? Yeah,
I've got to go.
What do you do like if they holler at you for another date?
I'm not. No, but to be fair, this one I told him like, I'm not feeling this.
No.
I said, but we're not. I don't want what you want.
Alright, guys, reason with me, yeah.
There we go.
If a guy, no, you can reason. No, I think you both can, yeah.
Let's do it.
Mugs,
Let's go.
you're a grown ass man, innit? Yeah.
Maybe we'll start conversations like that. Don't patronizing.
You just set me up like that.
No,
So now you can't say anything wild because you're a grown ass man.
No, as in that you're grown.
I'm all old and shit.
You can't be
innit?
childish
So
now.
you understand dating, innit? Like if you meet a girl and you're trying to court her or date her, and you know the kind of girl like that she is and what she's on, you're gonna come in a certain type of way, right?
Yeah.
I think some guys don't know how to date women.
Yes, that's a fact.
They're not equipped with the right tools. They don't
That's
know
a
how to.
damn
They
fact.
don't know how to date.
Had to like court.
Yeah, like they don't know how to date. So
Like,
it's like,
when you say date, like chase the whole process.
it's not even that. It's
not
like
a chase,
you
it's-
can. I think my
Well,
love.
not chasing, but it's still courting, innit? It's like buttering somebody up, innit? Like you see, like I don't think people. I don't know whether men do that a lot, innit? Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like they will pattern up a date and take you out and all that. But like that old school sentiment of the romance and courting someone and like that initial bit and like doing
That
things
intention behind it, like
the intention
knowing her
behind it,
interest,
doing things to entice
acting
you
on
and
that,
little things. I don't think a lot of people do that.
They don't.
anymore. They just take it all for granted because it's just easy come, easy go, innit?
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to butter you up.
They're trying to court
You get me?
That's actually it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Literally, yeah, they're not trying to court you, basically.
I want to be courted.
Yeah?
So when we say
But I want-
when we say courted, what do we mean?
Like
I think it's like just the extras. I think it's just all the little bits. So being very attentive, letting someone know that you're
is
there, turning up in morning texts, night texts.
They know
If you
your
like little petty
interests, and
things,
then
you're
they
interested.
do
Oh,
you
I
know
see
what I mean?
something you
Yeah.
like. Oh, you like that? Oh, I got it for you.
This is it.
Boom, boom, boom. Sharing. You know, like just sharing
Actually.
interest. Trying to take an interest in things that you like, whether it be movies,
I feel like it's
whatever.
being
You know,
more
like just
intentional.
trying to.
Being more intentional with building a connection.
Just trying to make you like me,
Yeah,
basically. Like,
basically.
you know what I'm
Because
saying?
now, because it's like there's hella. I feel like people treat people like they're disposable.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for a guy to be that intentional with you because maybe he doesn't want the same things that you want or whatever. Or maybe he just wants to sleep with you or he's just attracted to you.
Yeah.
Or it's a thing where if you demand more intention from him, he's like, I don't want to do that. I haven't got time for that. I'll just go to the next person. Do you get what I mean? So, and it's not like you're demanding like to move the stars. It's just I want to know that you're intentional. I want you to know my interests. I want to know your interests. But some guys don't have time for that. Or they feel, I don't know, it makes them feel a type of way. So like, oh, it's fine. I'll just go to the next girl. It's easier over there kind of thing. But yeah, people ain't courting no more. I want that. Because I caught the hell out of a man.
I hear it. No,
But,
yeah, that was it. Yeah, I just don't think men are courting women anymore.
They're not. But the thing is, listen, by the grace of God, I'm going to be with a man who courts me. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, because that's what I want. And that's what makes sense to me. I can't. It's all these little rules these people have. I'm not doing it. Have you ever taken someone out or been taken out knowing this will be the last? Oh yeah, you asked that. Look at you, Oracle. Why did you do it, agree to it, and what made you come to that conclusion? I've been on dates where I'm just like, I know this ain't a thing. I'm like, okay, do you know what? Sometimes, sometimes, so I question myself sometimes, yeah, about whether or not I'm toxic. So sometimes like a guy presents well, he's nice, he's caring, he takes an interest, he has all the things that ideally I should want. But I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. So those kind of dates I will go on because I'm like, am I the problem? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not the problem. Turns out anyway. But yeah, I feel like that's the kind of situation where I would agree to a date that I didn't really want to go on.
I don't do it anymore.
That's good. Love that for you.
No, literally, and it's even been since last year. I realised because you know one thing I'll give men, yeah, they can be persistent. And I get that
I
back
don't
in the
give them
day.
that. It's annoying.
No, but persistence works for some minute.
Yeah.
So there's a couple people around that have been persistent.
Yeah.
And I'm that person who eventually I just might be like, oh, you're actually jarring, fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have rapport. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So one, you're not a complete stranger. And if I was to go on a date with you, I wouldn't feel completely out of touch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you have to catch me in the mood.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna par you. But then you might catch me on a whim and I'll be like, all right, fine, let's do it. But
Yeah.
Esther, as soon as that happens, yeah, and it's approaching the day, I get so anxious and I just cancel.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah, no, but it's really funny because I'm like, why'd you do this to yourself? Because you know when I agree, I know I'm not going. In my head, I'm like,
yeah,
Gina,
I get you.
Come
Knew you
Saturday, you are not going. So what was the point? So the last time,
What was the reason?
I agreed, and then like 2 days later, I said I can't. I said,
really?
Because I just thought the thought of me getting ready, I couldn't be bothered to put myself in that position. Because I knew, and the thing is, the guy's not bad. It's not even like I'm not attracted to him. I just
not on it.
Can't be asked. And then I
And
just made
that's
an
the
excuse,
thing.
and I was like, yeah, I'm not ready. So I literally said to him, I was like, I made up some excuse, and was like, yeah, I flopped him last minute, but you could tell he was pissed off. And I was like, you know, I'm never gonna hear from him again. Lo and behold, a couple months later, I was like, wow, you're really
really on this,
persistent.
aren't you?
Literally. But we
That's
haven't gone.
it is tricky. But I think to be fair, I haven't been in a position where I've agreed to. Actually, I don't do it at the moment anyway, because I don't even talk to guys that I can't bothered. Like, I don't care enough about a lot of things to follow through kind of thing. But the dates I have been on where I wasn't really on it like that, I was right not to be on it like that. I was living justified in my.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me though, because I know myself and what I'm working through and blah, 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 I have to question certain things. I have to question why it is I don't want to go there. Because sometimes we're really just attracted. It's like Stockholm syndrome. I'm attracted to the negativity. So I have to beat that.
Preach.
Fight the flesh with spirit. Do you get what I mean? But it is tricky, man. Right, well, hold on. What's the next question I hear? Have you noticed weird habits from someone on a date before?
Have I noticed what?
Weird habits. Do you know one of the interesting things? I like when I spend a lot of time with people and I start to clock their ticks. Like weird things people do that they don't know anyone else does. I have some.
I think I notice people like that, like always like talk about people too much.
Yeah, those ones you
right.
clock that early.
Like,
When you say talk about people in like their friends or like.
it could be anything. Like it's just like I just feel like they're just freeing up information. Like it's just
And they're like, yeah.
they're just talking to.
Freeing up information.
You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
like, no, I'm weird with people like that because I always think, look at the way you're chatting.
You don't
this
know
person's
me, you know.
business
Yeah,
to me.
like you just.
Like,
You just
I'm
met
never
me.
going to tell you anything.
Nope.
You know what I mean? I always think, okay, I'm letting you lead because you're actually crazy. You don't know me from Adam, but you're telling me.
But you're telling me all this
business.
tea.
Okay. And then you think there was a girl that I met, and she was like, "Oh, sis, I feel like I'm always giving you tea, and you never give me any." And I thought,
Why do you think that is?
why do you think that is?
Which think that's because
So
of?
your mouth is running like tap. I should now come and give you my tea so you can go and give it to other people.
Listen, who
No,
the
please.
heck do you think that's because of, honey?
No, sir.
No. What's another question? What's the longest date you've been on? Was it a whole day? I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about the longest dates they've been on, and someone's like 2 days.
Yeah, I met. It was like dating.
So they went away or something.
No,
Nah,
they
boy.
met for lunch and they were just together.
Yeah, I've been
for
to
the
John
last-
on
for the next 2
Friday.
days.
She didn't go home till like Monday.
Did you want her to go home?
Did you? I was about to ask that.
No.
How would you tell a girl to go home when she's there?
You just act like you need to leave, innit?
No, because I'll wait for you.
Oh hell no.
When you get back, I'll wait for you.
I'll just walk you out then, man.
Excuse me?
I'll walk you out.
How you walk me out?
We're both leaving. We're going.
You're
We talk
both
about, you
leaving.
think you can wake me out in my own yard? No, we're going. I'm gotta go. So we gotta go now. And then when we're going, where you gotta go? You going that way? Okay, cool. I'm going that way.
But your car's there. That's why I'm walking.
I'm walking. It's fine. You get me? No.
That's so funny. I would hate to like overstay my welcome at guys. It's just awkward. I just think that's such an awkward thing. I can't remember the longest day I've been on. Probably like a.
How do you get
hours.
to? How do you get to know when you're? But like, do you ever get a feeling like, oh, he wants me to go home now or something like that? Or,
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can.
You be able to tell.
I think you can tell.
like, why? What's the telltale signs?
I feel like
He would just like not be as warm, maybe.
or they might like get a bit distant. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's just there.
Or like go sleep. Like
Shit, I like a nap. I'm napping. If you think sleep is gonna make me go home, I feel like it's that. It's just distance. They just act like you could be here or you could not be here. It don't make a difference to whatever they're doing. That's how you know that. Yeah, they don't offer you a drink. Yeah, that's wild. But can't relate, which is good.
would you go on a date? Would you go abroad on the first date with a guy?
Yes, I'm waiting to get flued out on the first date.
I hear it.
I'm dying for it. Okay, I'm not dying for it. No, I'm dying for it. I want something like, oh, do you know what? Let's go to France for the day.
Yeah,
I would love. I think that would be such a sick first date.
I think so.
I did just think about that the other day. Maybe he's coming. That's what I thought about it.
No, I think that's it.
I think that'd be so lit.
So Paris.
Because
Yeah.
I was having this conversation with
Italy.
someone, because I was saying how like,
pasta.
I was talking to the guys in my gym about it, and they were like how, because we were talking about like, some guys might be like, oh, let me fly you out and whatnot, yeah. And I was like, yeah, but if you're flying me out and we're staying in a hotel, all that stuff, yeah, to me, you think it's cocky, I want. Yeah. And I was like, unless we're having separate rooms. Like if it's not that, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but that's how I'm gonna perceive it. Like you wanted to take me away in a hotel so you can
my thing
see my
is-
cheeks. You're gonna want these cheeks because I want these cheeks.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, but I don't understand what the but I want to slam you up in England anyway. So I don't understand what you're so confused
man.
about.
It's the first date. He's talking about first dates.
Yeah.
You can't fly me out overnight on a first date.
What? And you want a separate room? Are you
wait a minute.
bonkers?
First of all, we are women talking with less than 1,000 body counts.
Thank you.
So
First
our
of
way
all-
of thinking is rather different.
Thank you.
Don't be acting shocked. This is normal in our world. Whereas this is how you
Thank
keep your
you.
body count low,
Thank you.
right? You stay in separate rooms. Let's
No,
adjust
because
that
you know what it
first.
is? I'm not gonna lie. Like if it's our first date, yeah, and yeah, like
It's someone we don't know, or someone that
I don't know. Like I don't know you like that, yeah, and it's our first date. But
I'm
like
not,
you know,
nah.
let's go abroad, yeah. I'm on the spontaneity. I'm on that.
Let's
yeah.
do that,
But
but
it's like I don't really know you. I'm not really trying. I don't really
Yeah,
want your
man.
cocky just yet. You know what I mean? Like let me decide. Don't put me in that position.
don't put me in that position, man.
No, but you get what I mean? Because sometimes it's like, as my mum would say, prevention is better than
Like,
cure.
mm.
You know?
Auntie
so
knows.
it's like, don't put me in a position where it's like,
It's awkward. Because
I
you know what it
could've
is as well,
prevented
yeah?
that.
I'll be honest with you as well. My thing is as well, like I have to get to a place of being comfortable with you, like body-wise.
I have to, and the thing is, I can't
Don't
sleep
put me
with
in that
someone.
position.
I need, for me, connections, everything, innit? Yeah.
Everything.
So I can't just,
I can't.
I can't do a one night stand. I know I
I
can't.
can't. I'm not made for that.
I need connection, or do you know what I mean? That's
I
just
need
how I am, yeah.
feelings. I need connection. I need a like.
So it's not gonna it's not gonna happen like with do you know what I mean? But it's like again, but people have needs.
I think people just I don't know what it is. It must be self-control issues or something like that. Because always like, I understand there's the expectation of sex and all that, but you should understand.
Self-control issues.
No, but you should understand the person you're dealing with. And it's like, if you like control your pom pom, it's like, what do you mean? Like, so what? He wants the sex all the time. It doesn't mean he has to get it. It doesn't mean just because he flew you out, you owe it to him either. You can just say no.
No, but Marks, but do you know what it is?
My thing is, I think you don't want yourself in that position because if you fly out with me and you're in that room with me, you're gonna want to chop me.
No, Marks.
Like,
You ain't talking shit.
No facts. You're going to go back.
Hello?
You're gonna go back on everything you said.
Hello?
Every word that you spoke. I'm gonna make you
Hello?
want to go back on that.
Okay. The only point I'm gonna make here to counter argue you saying about self control, yeah, is you can say no, yeah, and some people don't, and they don't hear no straight away, and it's a tussle. It's not every day. Do you know what I mean?
No,
You
I
know,
heard
with
that.
me,
I can't-
I don't have the energy. I don't want to have to tussle a man. Because for me, boundaries are boundaries, innit? And
is
I will
it.
rate you some. And my thing is, if you respect my boundaries, how do you not know that I might not even turn around and be like, okay, because you respected my boundaries, like that's a turn on. But it's like, you could do the complete opposite, yeah, and be like, try and twang me and do the whole. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not playing hard to get, like that's not what I'm.
No,
on.
I'm not playing.
Respect my boundaries, but it's
Yeah.
like sometimes for me, I don't want to be in that mental space of even having to tussle back and forth with you.
Yeah, that's
and
me.
it's so annoying.
That's
It's
me. Like I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to do this.
That's what I'm talking about. Prevention is better than cure. Do you understand
Yeah.
what I mean? I
'Cause,
don't
yeah.
want to put myself in a space where
I have to explain to
I
you
have to
now
explain
why.
to you, and it's long. I'd rather not. Is what
And do you know
I'm
what annoys
saying.
me though? Do
I
you know
get
what annoys
what
me
you
though?
mean,
Because sometimes, yeah, some guys, like I'm like you, Gina, in that I don't want to put myself in this position in the first place to have to explain anything. I just don't want to have to do this, right? But then some guys, yeah, when I say, oh no, I'm not on this, and here's why, then they're trying to switch, talking about, yeah, do you think I want to sleep with you? First of all, yes, you do. So don't be silly.
Have you seen these cheeks?
Okay.
I want to sleep with you.
I want to
too.
sleep with me.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know, I
know.
feel like that. Sorry, I
Bye-bye.
really. Okay, sorry.
I
And
just
I'm
don't know how
sorry.
people get themselves in these positions.
And I'm
because-
so sorry. There's no way you are sleeping in a bed with me with these rotundas behind me.
Double cheeked
And
up.
you're on a Thursday afternoon.
Okay.
And you're gonna leave me alone.
No, but it's like
Be
you're not
sorry
gonna.
for it.
You're gonna like. You don't get it, and I'm not even on. I don't like struggling for all these things. That tussle is not sexy. That's one of the least attractive things I could think of. For me, be trying to like were my way and you're talking about, oh no, stop, oh no, oh, don't touch me, that is not attractive. That's not my story.
And that's
I don't
why,
even like people that don't like me, because if that's how you feel, we're not equally yoked. We shouldn't even be here.
We're not equally yoked in like.
No, we're not in like. We're
It's
not
true.
we're not on the same wavelength. If that's how you feel about me, if me putting my hands on you is repulsive to push me away, we're not even in the same place. We shouldn't even be here. I will leave. I'm not here for all of that. That's not
And
sexy
that's
to
why,
me.
yeah, I
I'll
think-
go. I'm not begging you for your pom pom.
No, but that's why I think, yeah, that even if you want to, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with a trip abroad. Obviously, your location, in safe measures, right? But booking separate rooms is cool, because then, really and truly, if the connection is that great anyway, and it's something that she's up to, you end up sleeping in one room one night anyway. But my thing
are
is,
you refunding my second room?
no, it's not about that. But my thing is, I don't know you. I'm not about to be using a same shower as you.
I hear that.
Sorry, no. But maybe because I have body issues, I'm not about to do all of this. I'm not doing it. It's wild to me.
I suppose if I said like, oh
Now
yeah,
you
let
got
me
to
fly
go
you
to
out, and you
reception,
was like, you know what? So if I said,
honey.
if I said I'll come, let's go somewhere, let's go boom, boom, he's like, you know what? I'll come with you, but because I don't know you like that, and it's too soon, I'm gonna book my own room.
Yeah, that's calm.
That's fine.
You're booking the flights though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll book the
I
flight.
think that's fair. I think that's a fair compromise.
I think that's so
And
calm.
I'll be
I
on
would
doing
do that.
I wouldn't have no problem with that, really.
Yeah,
I would
I'll
do
be on
that.
doing that.
Because like you're saying, like once we get there, you ain't staying in your room. You just wasted,
Alright.
you just wasted your goddamn money.
Boy.
That's right. I'm gonna give my
But
money
you
for
know
it
what?
somehow.
But you know what? But Margs, do you know what? You've given me the option to make that decision.
The option.
Yeah.
This
I've
is
given myself
it.
the option.
This
So
is
regardless
it.
of what happens, I'm at peace with it.
This is it.
I'm not stressed. I don't have anxiety. If it happens, it happens. It is what it is. There's no pressure.
And I think
But
it's
you
that,
booking
there's
me
a pressure,
flight,
yeah.
You booking me a holiday and me knowing that I'm staying in that room with you.
There is
if it's
pressure.
not what I'm on and that's not how I live my life, because it's not, I'm gonna feel pressure and it's just not gonna be enjoyable. Do you
Because I'll be
understand
honest
what I
with you,
mean?
that, and I think that's what some guys don't consider, the pressure that some women are under subconsciously. It's like even when a guy like invites you round, there is that kind of like unspoken. I didn't know. I found this the hard way, boy. But there is that thing about you just feel like, okay, does this mean this? And is he gonna want to do this? And I'm gonna be in that position. It's just.
I've struggled with that my whole life, because I've lived
man.
alone my whole life. It's like inviting someone to my house, yeah, and then like even if there's people act like you're trying saying something so nefarious. I'm like, I don't understand. There's no expectation. This is where I live. This is
But
where
that's
I'm
the
at.
thing, though.
If
That's
we're
the
gonna hang
thing.
out and you want to hang out,
That's you.
come
though.
here.
But
Like, I don't understand what you want to do.
as
There's
a
no
sensible-
expectations of sex or anything. Like,
But that's you as a sensible guy. There's a lot of guys who, because I have that mindset as well. Like I've grown up with male and female friends. People at my house, it's not a thing. Do you get what I mean? So when someone invited me to the house, I'm thinking, okay, this is calm. But then not everyone thinks like that, like me. Not everyone thinks like you. Where for them inviting you was because, well, this is what it could possibly lead to.
But I'm
And
not
when
gonna
you
lie,
then-
I'm that person though. If you invite
Yeah.
me to my house, you want my cheeks. Why invite me to your house?
because I'm here.
Why?
This is where he lives. This is where he resides.
Okay,
So
so
this is
why
why
so-
so everything's so fake. So I could only spend time with you, only get to know you if I'm spending money or doing
But you know-
something. Like this is crazy.
Okay, wait.
So if
no,
I,
no,
imagine we're
wait.
on the phone chilling, no one ain't doing nothing. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. I'll come to my
So,
yard.
Wait, let's
But
just well,
no.
no. Why do you think like that?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. No, okay, change your face first.
No,
and
I'm just saying.
foremost.
Why are you
Relax
gonna,
your muscles.
Yeah, because you're giving. It's
no, because you
giving-
said everybody
Relax
just
your
wants
facial
cheeks,
muscles.
wants cheeks. Why
No,
can't it
No,
be?
but no,
Hear me
wait.
out.
Let's get to the bottom. Why do you think that?
Okay,
'Cause there's a reason.
It is based on time schedules, like how long I've known the person. If I've never met you in person, like you said, to touch, like I've never met you in person, but we've been wrapping it up. I'm not the first time I come to meet you. I'm not coming to your house.
Well, you know what?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Yeah,
not.
first is I'm not doing that. Sorry, this
That's
is
what I'm saying.
See, we
If I-
forget. We
it's giving
forget.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
We
Sorry,
forget. We forget
like-
so fast. You see, because now we got options, yeah, and there's freedom. We just forget. Everybody just forgets. Everybody's just pretending.
Guess what?
What?
Forgets lockdown. Forgets COVID.
Are you an egg?
Listen, yeah.
You're an egg.
How did we get here?
What are you talking
Because
about?
this is how you used to talk before lockdown, and then in lockdown they took away our options of dating. Everybody was doing it in lockdown. This was happening.
But
This
we
is
have options now.
I wasn't doing that in dating.
not use up. I'm just saying, use are acting like it's
No, wait a
crazy
minute.
to do it, but bare people was doing it and it was fine. That's why we got all
Wait,
these lockdown babies. and things.
wait.
I'm not part of that.
Excuse me. No, do you know what it is here? We're not. No.
No, everyone was fine. Everybody was doing it, and everybody was fine because they couldn't go out on dates. They couldn't do nothing. They had to meet up in person first time. This is what they had to do. This is what a lot of people were doing, and everybody was fine.
Do you know what's mad here? First of all,
Mars.
this argument is so silly.
Let me ask-
And you're saying, sorry, Gina. You're saying in an assertive tone as if you're saying something. You're saying nothing. What are you talking about?
Mars.
First of all, sorry, I'm so sorry.
No,
babes.
go on.
Pre-lockdown, people had this idea because the outside was open. In lockdown, people had no choice.
Yeah, but what I'm
we
trying to-
have the choice now. I'm not living as though we're in lockdown.
I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is during it, yeah, it worked out. It was fine. Like, so don't say
because
it
it
now.
was lockdown.
No,
It
but-
still stands. Argument still stands because we're no longer in lockdown.
Yeah,
so
but-
the argument still holds.
Okay, then.
Let me ask you a question.
What are you talking about?
Are you not like cautious of people knowing where you live?
First of all,
Yeah, but
no, don't me. Like I'm
like strangers, not penny. Like once I talk to someone, it's like I don't think you see that frame of mind. Everybody's got delusions of grandeur. Talk about know where you live. No one ain't looking for you and all these things anyway. You are idiots. Bare people know where you live and stuff like that. People are chatting shit. If I talk to someone, yeah, and I feel like that and I connect with them, and then if I'm worried about them, if I thought there was that kind of person I got to worry about them knowing where I live, I wouldn't even be talking to them. Anybody that I talk to, I'm cool. They're cool. Come, this is where I live. Come to the yard. This is where you get slammed up. It's like me come to your yard. What is it? Because it's a guy. I can come to your yard. What am I going to do there?
Now, when a guy's going to pick me up on the
humans
first
don't
day,
do nothing. They're not.
Do you know what it is? I think
that's everybody's on some honey trap thing. No one. That stuff's not real. Like, wow, you can let people know where I live. Where you acting like they're John Gotti. You know that stuff's not real.
No, but do you know what that is though? Do you know what that is, Marks? It's you as a man. As a woman, you cannot be doing that. You honestly can't be doing that.
But
that
even
is so unsafe.
I'm not saying there's not crazy guys out there because obviously there's stalkers, all this stuff.
There's
But the majority of women that live alone will be the invite man to their yard and don't go through that kind of stuff either.
Majority of women are crazy. But do you know what I do?
I'm not saying it don't happen either.
If you guys don't pick me up, I will not give you my address.
Yeah, I know, but because what's he going to do with the address though? I get the mindset of it, yeah, but what's he going to do with the address?
No, because if this is the first date, this is the first time I'm actually meeting you face to face. I don't, apart from the conversations that we've had, you could be a weirdo. If I decide now, because the way some men switch when you don't want to talk to them anymore, when you don't want to see them anymore, the way they switch is wild, right? So I'm not going to give you my address for you to be showing up at my door because I said I don't want to go on a second date with you.
No, I hear you. I can't relate to them crazy men, innit? So you're speaking from a place of like, my mind doesn't work like that, innit? All the things that you're saying, like, so I can't even relate, innit? So there must be
but this is why I don't give people my address, like guys my address, because I've encountered crazy guys. Never again.
Yeah, because no one's never really played with man's address. Like, what are they going to do? It's like, what are they going to do? Like...
Anyway, yeah, I think for me, it's just, like I said, if I haven't had proper interaction with you face to face, I feel like coming to your house or you coming to my house is a bit too intense.
It's a bit intense.
I'd rather, like, if I've met you out before, public, do you know what I mean? And I've been around you and I know how we vibe, then coming to your house is minor.
Yeah, this is
but
it.
if I don't have that, because remember, being on the phone to someone and being with them in person, it can be two completely different things.
Yeah, I'm saying, what about when something's running smooth? You've been on the phone throughout the day, I don't know, talking, whatever.
Your legs up on the wall.
No, but the conversation's going casual, and then at some point, it's like, you don't know what you're doing. I said, come to my yard. And I'm saying that could be the first time. Yeah. So when everything's moving smooth up until that point where he said, come to my yard, then you're going to pump the brakes and be like, whoa, wait there.
No, but do you know what it honestly come down to? It's the person. It honestly is the person. Like, that's really what, like, there's some guys who, if we don't get on that well, or like our conversations are like here and there and whatever, you ask them to come to your house to do what? Sorry? What am I coming to do there? But there's guys where if they come, like you said, the example you gave, the conversation is smooth, we're on a good vibe, blah, blah, I'm calm with that. It's about, for me, I always go with how comfortable I feel. If I have one little feeling I don't feel all the way comfortable, then I'm not going to go. If I feel comfortable, yeah.
Let me also be quickly interject here with my thing about like not going to people's houses and why I think everyone wants cheeks. Because I'm saying this based on guys that when I speak to, not a lot, but the conversation's very sexual and about the cheeks.
Yeah.
Or my physique or whatever. So for me, I know what you're on.
To do there, yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? Because if over the phone you can't even help yourself and like...
But that's how I think, like, you can't help yourself. I'm saying, if there was an issue for you coming to my yard, I wouldn't want you to think, that you can't come to my yard because you think I can't control myself or I'm going to put you in some situation, because that's the last thing that's ever going to happen. The facts of the reality is you don't want to come to my yard because you can't control yourself because you don't want to get chopped. That's it. As far as I'm concerned.
Because you don't want to get chopped.
Facts. In my mind, that's the only reason it could be, because you can't control yourself. You ain't got no restraint. And if you get around me, you're gonna let me slam you. Because that's the only problem. Because I'm not gonna try nothing. No, because there's no other problem.
If you're not gonna try nothing, then that's fine. I can come to your yard.
But she's talking about the guys who are on the phone doing the most.
Who I know.
Realistically.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You're not gonna see me and not do anything.
The point I'm making is, if this is a guy who, like...
If they've been going hard like that from the conversation and you know once they get
there... You're not giving me that energy. I'll come to your house and it's fine. But if from the phone conversations your energy is literally giving tear open the bum,
right,
I'm not coming to your house because you just want to
tear open the bum.
Literally, so like I get that vibe from the phone conversation. So what more in person?
That is valid.
What I mean. So that's why I'm not saying that like I think everybody just wants cheeks, innit? But I'm saying in those scenarios I can read the room. So I'm not coming to your house.
And that's the key there. It's about reading the room. Because if it's like light flirting here and there, that's fine. But some guys are so heavy,
intense.
on the like, relax.
I ain't got the energy to tussle you because
When I come to your house-
I've got self-control. Do you understand what I mean?
This is it.
But I don't want to have to tussle with you, and it's long.
I just don't want to put myself in that position. I don't want to have a conversation about this.
Yeah.
But cheers to many first dates to come. Let's get into our next headlines. All right, so trigger warning here. More than 45 have been killed in an attack in Congo. So more than 45 people have been killed in an attack on a camp for internally displaced persons, IDP, in Northeastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, according to the United Nations peacekeeping mission there. The attack, which occurred Sunday evening into Monday morning, is believed to have been perpetrated by fighters belonging to a coalition of militia groups called the Cooperative for the Development of the Congo. The fighters massacred vulnerable displaced people at the Lala displacement site in Jugu territory, the UN said. The site is located 5 kilometers, which is approximately 3 miles, from Bule, the site of a UN peacekeeping base. Codeco claimed to protect the Lendu community from another ethnic group, the Hema, as well as the DRC's army. In a statement, the UN peacekeeping mission extended its condolences to the family of the victims and wished a speedy recovery to the injured. This attack constitutes a serious violation of international humanitarian law, and the peacekeeping mission wishes to recall that deliberate attacks against civilian populations can constitute war crimes, the statement said. Our next headline, Sweden's players had to show their genitalia for the doctor at the 2011 Women's World Cup to prove they were women. The team's centre-back, Nilla Fischer, has revealed. In her new book, I Didn't Say Even Half of It, Fischer, who played 194 times for a country, described the process, which was conducted by a female physiotherapist on behalf of the doctor, as humiliating. The gender tests were carried out around the 2011 tournament in Germany after protests from Nigeria, South Africa and Ghana relating to allegations that the Equatorial Guinea squad included men. We were told that we should not shave down there in the coming days and that we would show our genitalia for the doctor. No one understands a thing about shaving, but we do as we are told and think, how did we get to this? Why are we forced to do this now? There has to be other ways to do this. Should we refuse? At the same time, no one wants to jeopardize the opportunity to play at the World Cup. We just have to get shit done, no matter how sick and humiliating it feels. That's very sad. And our last headline for the segment. Mourners at the funeral of an elderly Ecuadorian woman were startled to discover she was still alive. I would faint. That's a Brother Bernard.
That's a Brother Bernard, yeah.
Bella Montaya, who's age 76, was declared dead last week following a suspected stroke. 5 hours into her wake on Friday, relatives preparing to change her clothes ahead of the burial found her gasping for air. Miss Montoya is now back in hospital in intensive care, and Ecuador's health ministry has set up a committee to investigate the incident. In a statement, the ministry said that the woman went into cardiorespiratory arrest, a loss of breathing and heart function, and did not respond to resuscitation attempts. The doctor on duty confirmed her death. A video posted on social media showed her lying in an open casket and breathing heavily while several people crowded around her, and no one saw it. Paramedics are then seen arriving and observing Miss Montoya before moving her to a stretcher and into an ambulance. Did you get them? Did you get them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have fun. See ya. As mentioned, she is now in intensive care in the same hospitals where doctors declared her death. That's scary. That is some scary ass shit. Brent, you're going to have to interact with me while people are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's actually crazy? Because the question of the day was your worst fear. That's my worst fear. People thinking I'm dead, but I'm not dead. And they're trying to bury me, but I'm actually like alive. Like I can't imagine. Oh my gosh, it's making me... I can't breathe. I can't imagine, being in a coffin and you're knocking, no one's hearing you. And you're alive, you're buried alive. That's one of my worst fears in this world. Anyway, let's get into Word on Road.
Serious?
Yeah, I reckon it happens a lot in the community. because you can't do autopsies and stuff like that. So I really reckon it's a thing. All right, so there's some sicko, right? There's some sick individuals out there in this world. Basically, they're called. So Nicki Minaj has been attacked. She's been a victim of what's called a swatting attack, and essentially, anonymous callers call police or whatever to. It's a prank essentially, and basically they called the police to say that her 2-year-old son was being abused. So they sent up child services and everybody to a house to investigate, only to find out it was a prank. I don't know, I don't know, man, but I know that apparently she's hired lawyers and stuff to try and get to the bottom of it, and I hope the person who did it is found and also prosecuted. Do you know how wild that is? That is so scary. And then they also did another one as well and said there was a fire at a house, taken away from real people who actually needed a fire engine. It's crazy. I don't know how you sit down and make such a prank. But anyways, so that happened. But I hope she's all right and her kid's all right. It's a good thing, obviously, they were able to. And it doesn't help because obviously her husband is an ex. He's a ex-felon. Felon? He's felon in itself.
Who was the one? Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj, yeah. Someone did a prank and they basically called child services and said her kid was being abused.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, it's a prank. It's a very stupid prank. But anyways, so yeah, that happened. But I know she's got lawyers and they're trying to deal with it and all that kind of stuff. And I hope the person gets caught. Joseline, who we were talking about yesterday, I believe, I had a fight. I'm sick of her shit, you know.
She's actually a really nasty piece of work.
And this is why she would never, she was, okay, so basically the career Cardi B's got is what she wanted.
But she's not a nice person.
But you're not a nice person.
Horrible.
And that's the thing. That's the issue.
Yeah, she's a horrible person.
So at Floyd Mayweather's fight, I think something must have been in the air because there was a lot of fights apparently, including even Floyd in them. That's not even a good mugshot. She's got a boss lip.
No, I saw. Did you actually see the video?
Yeah.
The clip of them fighting?
Yeah.
See the way she was slapping up the security guard? I said, he's a
better... So she was fighting everybody?
No, but she slapped him in the face. I said, he's a better person than me, you know. I said, because... I would have... I said, huh?
Edges are laid.
I said, I would have restrained her so, no.
Yeah.
I said, you literally, and you're twice the size of her and you're allowing her to slap you in your face like that.
That's the thing, because if he slaps her back now, people will start acting shocked.
But I'm not saying, I said, I was talking about it to my sister and I was like, I'm not expecting him to slap her back, yeah? But
I'm saying
restrain her. I would have literally grabbed her arms and locked it behind her back.
Oh, I would have pushed her.
No, I would have grabbed
her enough so she can fall.
I would have held her so tight, yeah, it would cause her discomfort and pain. And the more she moved, the tighter my grip would get.
Because it's ridiculous.
I was like,
she moved my time, my grip again.
No, I would tighten it and she'd be screaming in agony and pain. And I'd be like, I'm going to stop resisting it because you're slapping me.
Oh my gosh, you remember, that's reminded me of, you remember Love and Hip Hop, yeah?
Yeah.
What was the one Little Fizz and Moniece were on?
LA.
Was it LA?
Yeah.
And basically when Moniece was going to meet up with Fizz's girlfriend, and then when the first season, and then she went to dinner with her because girl was talking side of my mouth, just being disrespectful to Moniece or whatever. Then Moniece kind of hung her blazer behind her chair. Then the girl was talking, and she got up and she just slammed her head on the table.
Right,
and she's like, say sorry,
Moniece
say sorry, say listen. She was like, apologize, say I'm sorry, ma'am. I will never speak to you like that again. She's like, no, say, and security and producer were like, no, let her go. She said, nope. Tell her to apologize. She's got to apologize. And the girl was like, I'm sorry. She's like, okay, there you go. That's what that reminded me of.
No, that's crazy. How I would have moved.
But yeah, man, I don't know. Joseline is just something else. But she had a fight basically with Big Lex, the rapper. Don't know what that was about.
Apparently, didn't she used? My sister was saying how she used to be on, her cabaret show, and I think they
had beef on there.
Yeah, from there. So I think that's where it stems from.
Yeah. That probably actually that's true. Maybe they were filming.
But yeah, she's actually a nasty.
Who's raging them?
She's a nasty piece of work.
She's
very
horrible person.
Yeah, she's not nice.
She's so horrible.
I mean,
and she's actually a bully.
Yeah, she actually is. She actually is a bully and throws her weight around. And what doesn't help is...
What she needs is she just needs someone that can beat her up.
Do you know what? She's never been humbled. That's the thing.
This is it. Because there's this whole thing about... Because when she had the argument with Amber Rose and they had the fight or whatever, people are like, oh, we know Justin Defo won that, blah, blah. And then... Because they're like, oh, no one beats... Basically, people were saying that if you hear Joseline and someone else in a fight, you know Joseline won the fight.
Yeah.
So what we need is just someone to humble her.
Beat her, proper, humble her.
And then... that she will walk differently now.
Yeah.
Because she really does.
She needs to fight Tommy.
Yes, they are the same.
Because her and Tommy are the same.
I think Tommy will get it though. As in, like, Tommy, I feel like Tommy could win that.
Yeah, Tommy's...
Because Tommy's craziness is just another.
And Tommy's not a bully.
This is it.
I don't carry... I don't see Tommy as a bully.
I don't see her as a bully. I just see her as someone who responds to chaos.
100%.
It's crazy, man. All right. Marcus Rashford. Could you tell us about him, please?
Okay, so the reason why I laughed when I saw it is obviously because I know the girl. She's in my industry, innit? And she's a Gymshark athlete as well.
Oh, girl.
So when it happened,
colleague.
I was like, literally my colleague. But do you know what? It is when the shade bar put out, people are complaining, saying that it's misleading because basically they said Marcus Rashford and fiance allegedly split as footballer is seen with fitness influencer at 5 a.m. Yeah, and then there's pictures of whatever of him and the other girl, and then it's like they made it basically the way they're reporting it, they're making it seem as if he cheated on his
fiance with
her, but you're saying that they've split up. So which one is it? Do you get what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So it's a bit, it's definitely misleading. But yeah, wasn't he? I think he was engaged to his fiance for a minute. I think they're like aren't they like childhood sweethearts? I believe. So yeah, now he's been seen with my girl.
Now the boys are really moving on these days, you know.
Everyone's giving them a lot of slack, but I think do you know what was bad though? Yeah, in the comment section, yeah, because obviously his fiance is white, and the new girl's black. It's like people in the comments were like so happy that like he's now a black woman, right? And they were like, you guys are like, if it's true that he's cheated on his partner, because that was obviously the narrative that was being spread. Yeah, you lot seem to be rejoicing at someone's heartbreak just because they're white. Like if the shoe was on the other foot, you lot would be screaming racism. Like make it make sense. Do you get what I mean? And I thought, yeah, like.
Don't you think that's
BFFR?
Yeah, it's sad.
It is.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's sad how like people. I guess it's okay. It's sad how sometimes black women want to win so bad that this is how you want to get it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like it's because really and truly, this is an issue that
it weren't just women though. It was men as well in the comments. It weren't just the girls.
It wasn't the girls.
It was both. So I think it was black people.
Black people.
Yeah. But
it's sad.
It was more women, obviously, because like you said, they want it so bad.
It's actually it's sad. All right, something else we want to talk about as well. So I've talked about DC Young Fly's girl partner. Oh, that's what I was gonna try and send Brent the clip, but it's fine. DC Young Fly's partner who passed away. So basically what it is that's been reported is that she obviously went to get cosmetic surgery. The doctor she went with has had a few fatalities on his record. And apparently also, because she did it in Miami and he's not licensed or something like that in Miami. But apparently in Miami, you don't really need a license, it's too tough.
I feel like...
Well, he's Nigerian as well, you know.
What is it?
He's Igbo, bro. He's Nigerian. He's a Nigerian doctor. But basically, yeah, so he's had a few people die. And apparently his Google reviews are not great. People that get the work with him, Dr. Zach, his name is, they don't like his work. They don't like his work.
So how did they get?
I think it was free, because basically before she passed away, there was a joint post on his page and her page, and a picture where they took together
of her and the doctor.
Her and the doctor. Soon as she passed away,
it's gone.
He took it down. So I feel like it must have been one of those BBLs where it's free for the influencer. And because you've gone now, other women are going to go there and spend their money and do it. So essentially, it's alleged that she has heart conditions. And people always say that surgery is where you find out that you've got some heart conditions. Yeah. And basically, she was found in a hotel. Sorry, hotel staff called an ambulance. I guess firefighters in America. Why do they always call firefighters? It's because it's expensive to call the ambulance. I don't know, whatever. But apparently, they called the services because she was found unresponsive. So basically, right.
But usually when you get surgery, aren't you meant to go with someone as well? Like,
so basically we don't know who was with her, but she probably has someone with her because you tend to have someone with you.
Yeah.
So maybe that person was the one who called the thingy. But the conversations online have been interesting. So they had a funeral over the weekend, and they streamed it actually for her fans and all that kind of stuff as well. and he gave a tribute at the funeral. He spoke at the funeral. You're smiling at me.
No, I'm smiling because obviously you spoke about this beforehand.
But he gave a tribute at the funeral, yeah. And I should have sent you the clip.
Which one?
Like, I should have sent Brent the clip to play it.
Of the tribute. I think I saw it the other day. Let me see if I can quickly find it as well.
Because basically, right? Is it better on Twitter, Brent?
Huh?
Is it better on Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. It's 2 minutes and 46 seconds. That's long though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just summarize it then. Never mind. So basically, in the clip here, he basically said how. So he's when I reported on the news, a lot of people have always said that he's a man of faith and he prays a lot and all that kind of stuff. And even in his tribute to her on Instagram, he did talk about like the last time we prayed together, blah blah blah. And now here we are. So a lot of people have credited the faith thing to him. So he made reference to that again. He basically just said that he was like, life is hard sometimes, but he's like, this is not difficult, but it's not easy. So pray for us, pray for me, pray for our kids. But he just emphasized her being a good mother. I have my thoughts on when men emphasize a woman being a good mother.
Why?
Beyond anything else, because that's all. That's her her function. Not saying her, but my thing when it comes to men and this is what it is. Yeah, you know, like say someone says to someone, because I watch a lot of those pages where they say, "What do you like about your partner?" and da da da. For me, if someone asks you what you like about me, I don't want what you like about me to have to do with a responsibility. I don't want it to be like, because she does this for me, she cleans for me, she cooks for me, she takes care of me. I don't want that to be why you like me, one of the reasons why you like me. I don't want you to point that out as one of my greatest qualities. So when it comes to like being a mother as well, some men I've heard before, when you ask them what is it like their wife, their partner, whatever, she's a good mother. There's more to her than her being a good mother. There's more to her than being a mum. Do you get what I mean? And he's always emphasized the fact that she's a good mother. He emphasized the shit out of her being a good mother at that wake, which is all well and good. And so he basically said, and I think he did get not cooked, but there was interesting opinions about him saying this is not hard, but it's not easy. And him saying that, I guess God don't make no mistakes. And stuff like that, but it's like it's his faith speaking.
Speak your truth, because before when the camera was not here,
this is
our fellow colleague,
he's gone off to enjoyment. Okay, this is it. Yeah, my thing. I'll be honest with you. Like, what he spoke about, I understood it from a faith perspective.
Yeah, same.
I understand him saying, do you know what? Like, but I also think it's shock. I don't believe he's deeped it. He's a single father of 3.
Yeah.
He has not deeped the fact that life is different now.
Of course.
So I feel like he's speaking from a state of shock. And I'm not saying that when he's less shocked now, the faith is going to be wavering. I think he's speaking from a place of faith. Do you know what I mean? Because I also know what faith can do when you're in a place of tragedy and you never actually break. It can really carry you. That happens. However, I don't want my man at my funeral talking about this. God did. Excuse me?
She said, God did.
Excuse me? Don't be at my funeral talking about this is God's plan. This is.
But it is.
This is God's. First of all, I don't believe everything that happens is necessarily God's will. Because God didn't ask, if I die getting surgery, God didn't ask me to get surgery.
Fair.
That's not God's will. That was me doing something, that was free will that led me to that. I don't believe that was God's will.
Okay.
This is it. I'm trying to figure out the whole God's will thing. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm making sense of it as I go along my faith, right? So, but as my husband, don't be at my funeral talking about, it was inevitable. Excuse me. I'm slapping you from the coffin. You're right. So I get that part. But also, what he's been getting the biggest backlash for is allegedly how he's been speaking to her. So there was a clip from a podcast in America. It's called the Viral Podcast, something like that. Yeah, it's called Viral Podcast. And essentially, there was a guy on there, and he was basically saying how he doesn't feel like DC Young Fly cares about his kids, which was harsh. And they said, why do you feel like he doesn't? He said, basically, no man. He said, first of all, Jacky Oh's titles as in relation to what she's as to him keeps changing. 1 minute, one headline is saying girlfriend, another publication is saying fiance, another one is saying wife. I thought it was wife. Then I changed to partner. Then I changed. He was like, it's not, the relationship is not stuck. It's not up and stuck kind of thing. We don't know what it is. So he was saying for him, he thought that was just his baby mums. And he was like, he doesn't feel like he can care. Like he didn't care because he was like, there's no way. This is why I said because I listened to the full podcast. Well, most of it I had to clock off. They've got interesting views that don't align with mine. But he was like, no man is allowing his wife to go and get surgery.
Okay.
Yeah.
BFFR.
That's when I said we're not aligned.
Let me be honest, you can't allow me to do
anything. Not a damn thing.
Me.
They were like, as the man of the house, as the head of the household, no man who really loves his wife.
No.
This is why I said, like, I had to listen to more than just a clip that went viral. And I said, the way we think, the way I think, the way y'all think, don't align. So that's their mindset already. So his mindset, coming from that, knowing that about him, his thing is like, you can't love your kids and love your girl and allow her to go and have surgery when there's a risk of that. He said furthermore as well, he said as your partner, he said when you're in a union, in marriage or whatever, you've got a long-term partner, you care about them and you love them, he said you're making sure that you guys are both good because you realize that what you guys have got going on is more than, he said if when you got kids as well, you're making sure your health is right and blah, blah. So he was saying how could they not have known she had a health issue? Like, he gets that. A lot of people don't check their health or whatever. But he said, when you've got kids, when you're building a life together, these are things that you pay attention to. He was like, he gets health check every year. He said his wife had to go and get a surgery that was actually necessary for her health. He said he was panicked. He was like, do you have to do this? Do you have to do this? So he was like, he doesn't understand how DC could have just allowed his wife to just go and get surgery. You weren't even there with her. You just let her go and get surgery and you know you got 3 kids together. He's like, you can't care about them.
I think that's harsh.
It was very harsh.
I don't think that's valid because I
double
feel
down
like,
on it
number one, like with health conditions and stuff, there's people that are married and who they will find out years on that their partner has an underlying health condition. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they don't love or care about their partner, regardless of whether they're married or not. So I don't think that makes any sense. Number 2, him not being there with her when she went to have the surgery, again, I don't think is fair to say that because he wasn't there, that he doesn't care about her. It's like, not like you're projecting, but it's like, keep your opinions to yourself. Look what I said earlier. I was like, a man is still grieving, you know? Like,
this is it.
She literally passed away like yesterday.
This is it.
And they've buried her.
Yeah.
So, like, keep your opinions and your think pieces to yourself and respect what he's going through, regardless of whether you think he doesn't respect his wife or
but it's got nothing to do with you, man. It's my thing.
Like, don't voice your opinion because he's lost the mother of his kids.
And I think
regardless of the value
that you want to place on their relationship that you know nothing about.
Literally, let the man grieve.
And I think that's my thing because it's like, and this is the thing with social media is how people really can just like have an opinion, but not feel like they should keep it to themselves. They feel like they have to say it.
It's so insensitive. Like, why?
It's wild.
Why are we talking about this now?
So basically, as well, so also, like you were saying earlier, they brought out like old clips and stuff.
Yeah.
So imagine losing your partner,
and now
the mother of your children, and now you're being dragged for being a bully, for being one of the reasons why she went to get surgery. So people basically brought up like old vlogs and whatever, and saying how he never respected her, and he only like essentially just saw her as pussy. He used to cheat on her with like, and this is one of the things that guys said on the podcast, how basically you've been cheating on her all these years, but with women who have BBLs and stuff. So now she feels like she has to compete with the other women because you didn't make her feel special enough at home. And this is now why this is what's happened. And it's all just wild to me because really and truly we all cussed, well, I definitely cussed, what's her name? Azealia Banks for what she said. But in my opinion, I feel like this is all on the same level.
It is.
Like, cussing somebody and saying that they're one of the reasons why the partner's dead. The partner died.
You're talking out of turn. I'm so sorry. Like, it's the same level.
But you know what it is for me?
Don't speak on my family. Don't speak on my name. Don't speak on anything.
Nah, it's wild, man.
Concern you.
But you know that the confidence in which people are speaking, Gina, is wild.
Do you know why I think it's
I'm seeing threads, you know.
But that's why it's pissing me off because everyone. I'm not gonna lie, being famous and being on social media is I get why some celebrities are not on socials.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because everybody has an opinion on your life, and they're just looking from the outside looking in,
and they know nothing.
Literally,
that's the maddest thing. They know nothing about you, but they have the most. Like I'm seeing threads of why this man was abusive, and he's just lost. Like no one knows the situation or whatever. But I just don't think people should be speaking on it.
Literally,
the fact that you don't know is why you shouldn't speak on it.
Literally.
Because you don't know how I feel about, like, I feel like if someone's an arsehole when they're alive, because you're dead now, I'm not gonna say you're an angel. You are still a piece of shit. I'm gonna make that known. Do you know what I mean? This is how I see the whole respect the dead and don't speak ill.
Yeah.
If you were ill when you were alive, I'm speak ill of you when you die.
Yeah.
My thing. But my thing also is the fact that there is something to being sensitive to the loved ones of someone who's passed away.
100%. Like
It's worse,
I feel like social media just allows.
Because he's gonna see all these things.
Everyone's too familiar.
He's gonna see all these things.
Of course.
Like imagine. Like I can't imagine
you know
that.
What the crazy thing is, yeah. If God forbid he committed suicide, or like, that's what I'm saying. It's like we just need to, just please just stop talking and having an opinion.
It's mad. Stuff. It's mad. So that's what's been going on with all of that stuff, and
it's proper sad though. Like whenever I see it, I do think this is so unfortunate.
She's so young.
But then do you know what was interesting as well? So
I think she's like 34.
Do you follow Akbar? Well, you probably don't.
Akbar.
Yeah, so I don't follow her either, but like I saw she put out a post. Yeah. She just recently gone and done surgery. And she was just like, do you know what? I know there's a lot of controversy talking about surgery.
If you told me she promoted that shit.
Of course she did. She literally started a video and was just like, oh, I know there's a lot of controversy on the topic of surgery right now. And it's quite sensitive, but I want to take you guys on my surgery journey because she's going for extra rounds of work or whatever.
Is this for her feet or?
No.
This is
not her
body.
feet, but yeah, I saw the foot stuff.
The feet is what she's working on.
Ma'am. But yeah, no, I think she got her boobs done.
But do you know how wild it is? Okay. Do you know how wild it is? Because people can do whatever they want to do in it. And I'm not going to sit down and think that in times when my body dysmorphia has gripped me, I haven't thought, oh, should I just get surgery?
100%.
Even though I go to the gym.
Even me. And I'm a trainer.
But like, I think because we speak about it so loosely now, we're not deeping what it actually entails. Like going to actually get surgery for your image. And this is what one of the guys on there said, which I actually agree with. He said the issue with surgery, is that you will go and get surgery because you don't like your body. There's something in your that you hate you. It's a form of self-hate. He says, and he said, but the thing is, when you get surgery, it's not cured.
No,
you still think how you feel because all that happens is that you pick something else. That's why when K Michelle got surgery, right? She had a banging body, but she got surgery. She said, the reason why, because her body now then became very excessive to the point where. Is everyone go? She passed out. Morning. So she passed out one time. I think she passed out on stage or something like that anyway, and she couldn't perform and she couldn't walk. She had to be on stage in a wheelchair because obviously the surgery complications or whatever. And this is what I don't like is what the girls don't talk about the complications. They don't talk about the pain they're in sometimes in the morning. They don't do all of that stuff. And it's when they want to then rebrand now to Love Yourself brand. They want to come and tell us, but this is what was going on. Shut up. Or when your muscle starts eating your ass from the inside out, so you want to come and now go on a tour. But anyway, she was basically saying how like surgery is so addictive. So because she never really dealt with the internal issues of why it is that you don't like your body, she would get surgery. She said literally, if she bent over to pick up a coin and she felt a roll, she called a doctor like, hi, I've got a bit of fat to take out. She said that's why her waist was so small. Because she literally said any bit of, like, she turned around, which is normal. Like, if I sit down and I'm not in a good posture, I'm going to look like I've got belly. Yeah. It's normal. But she was like, she felt that. She's like, nope. Hey doctor, I need to book me in. And I think we don't talk about it. We don't actually deep. And also, BBL is the most dangerous cosmetic surgery there is. Yeah. And because it hasn't started, because it's still it's fairly new, we actually don't know the long-term effects.
No, 100%.
But it's said so like casually, like, oh, I'm going to get surgery, I'm going to get my waist, I'm going to get this and then and whatever else, that no one's actually deep in. Like, these are death sentences. And some doctors as well, you don't always survive it.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. And people think it's like an anomaly where 1 in like 1,000 people might not survive. It's more common than you know. You just have to Google and you'll find it there.
Yeah.
It's very sad, man. Very sad state of affairs. But
sadly, that's the times we're in, though, innit? Everyone wants quick fixes.
This is it. Immediate gratification. But it's sad, man, the way he's getting cooked. Like, his kids are going to grow up, they're going to see all that stuff, and it's sad. I think it's just very, very sad. And she's so young as well, and it's just like, what the hell, man? But have we got asking for a friend today? No?
No.
All right, let's get into our next headlines then.
Obviously.
All right, trigger warning. There's a woman who's been jailed for taking abortion pills after the legal limit. Iman said he may do a topic of the day on this. I don't know why he's saying that, as if he doesn't take control of them anyway. So a mother of 3 has been jailed for more than 2 years for inducing an abortion after the legal limit. Carla Foster, who's age 44, she's 44, I can see why she did that. Carla Foster, who's age 44, received the medication following a remote consultation where she was not honest about how far along her pregnancy was. The pills by post scheme introduced in lockdown allows pregnancies up to 10 weeks to be terminated at home. Oh, this is trigger warning for real. However, Stoke-on-Trent Crown Court heard the woman was between 32 to 34 weeks pregnant when she took them. Isn't that when you give birth to a baby?
Start again.
Right. Carla, right, had a remote consultation.
Yeah.
Remote consultations were introduced during COVID for you to get pills by post.
Okay.
For pregnancies up to 10 weeks to be terminated at home. Pop the pill, baby gone, right? However, at the Crown Court, they discovered that Carla was between 32 and 34 weeks pregnant when she took the pills.
That's late.
That's murder.
Yeah.
Because it's how many weeks is the baby for?
It's
36.
Like 38. No, I think it's like 38 to 40.
That's wild. That's different.
So she was at least 7 months.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
People
People give birth at 7 months.
Yes. So abortion is legal up to 24 weeks. However, after 10 weeks, the procedure is to be carried out in a clinic. Prosecutors argued Foster had provided false information, knowing she was over the time limit and had made online searches, which they indicated careful planning. The court heard between February and May 2020, she had searched how to hide a pregnancy bump, how to have an abortion without going to the doctor, and how to lose a baby at 6 months. Based on the information she provided the British Pregnancy Advisory Service, she was sent the tablets because it was estimated she was 7 weeks pregnant. So she intentionally lied to them about it. That's sad.
How old is she? 40-something?
44.
Bro. Why did...
No, sis. Why didn't you take right precautions?
Yeah, and why did you wait that long?
And 44, sometimes some people you're knocking on menopause door, so you could have done what you need to do.
No, but why did you wait so long? I'm so intrigued why she waited that long.
I would like to know that. Maybe
that's my main...
father was no longer going to be there. Maybe she deeped it. Have you seen those stories where the girls don't know they're pregnant? Do you know what does that mean?
Yeah, I have seen that. It's so scary.
Like, as in, like, you go to the hospital for food poisoning because you think you're cramping from food poisoning, and they say you're in labour.
Yeah, mad. Like,
I could not imagine. Imagine you have a birthday dinner, you're like, sorry guys, I can't come because I've got a baby now.
I've got a baby. They're going to be like, what?
I'm giving birth.
Yeah. Nuts.
Psh, scary. All right, also trigger warning on here. It's about children being killed. So 2 children who were killed inside a house in Stoke-on-Trent have been named. Ethan John, who's age 11, and his sister Elizabeth, who is age 7, were both found unresponsive with significant injuries. A woman who was known to the siblings was arrested on suspicion of murder. Police discovered the children when they went to the house in Flack Street after first being called to the stabbing of a man at a car wash nearby. The suspect, who's age 49, was arrested in connection with the stabbing and then on suspicion of murder. She remains in custody and is being questioned. The children's schools pay tribute to the students, saying Ethan had an infectious smile and Elizabeth was a ray of sunshine. The stabbed man in his 40s was treated in hospital but has since been discharged. Detective Inspector Cheryl Hannan said, "We are solely focused on finding out what happened to these 2 children and supporting those affected by this deeply traumatic incident. I cannot begin to imagine the pain and suffering felt by the family and friends of these 2 children at this time." I'll be honest with you, the women 40 plus are down bad. This ain't good.
Down
bad.
Down bad.
And our last headline for today, it's a lot of childbirth stuff. Whew, US Olympian Tori Bowie has passed away. Oh, this is sad. Passed away from complications of childbirth. So the world champion sprinter and 3-time Olympic medalist Tori Bowie died from complications of childbirth, according to an autopsy report obtained by the USA Today Sports. The report from the Orange County Medical Examiner Office said Bowie was she had a well-developed fetus, as she was estimated to be 8 months pregnant and undergoing labour at the time of her death in May. Officials said possible complications Bowie had included respiratory distress and eclampsia, when a person develops seizures during a sudden spike in high blood pressure during pregnancy, according to Cleveland Clinic. Eclampsia typically occurs after the 20th week of pregnancy. It's rare and affects less than 3% of people with preeclampsia. Eclampsia can cause complications during pregnancy and requires emergency medical care, the Cleveland Clinic says. The manner of death was ruled natural, according to the medical examiner. That's very, very sad.
Super sad.
That's horrible. All right, let's get into the reaction.
Who's reacting?
Gina and I are the reactors. We're reacting today. So, firstly, Gina, that's what I've got to tell you today. They're prepared to sell Mbappe. So,
Okay.
Paris Saint-Germain, I think it's a French name, are prepared to sell Mbappe this summer rather than risk losing him for free in a year's time, after he told the French club he will not renew his contract. Isn't that crazy, girl?
Girl.
Crazy.
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so. But it is. Alas.
Okay, Mbappe.
The France forward's current deal expires at the end of next season with the option of another year. There was a deadline of the 31st of July for Mbappe, he's age 24, to tell PSG if he was going to renew until 2025. After months of talks, he has sent the club a letter saying he will not. PSG's record goal scorer will be free to leave for nothing at the end of next season, and the move could be a negotiating tactic. However, as the French champions try to readjust their team-building policy after years of buying star players with no obvious coherent strategy, PSG have resolved not to let Mbappe go for nothing, with the club irritated that the letter was leaked in the media before they saw it. It means that unless they get assurances about the 2018 World Cup winner's future intentions, they will sell him in a move that will put Europe's leading clubs on alert.
Girl.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
All right.
They done bad.
Down bad. All right. So, next one. Arsenal are close to agreeing a fee with West Ham for Declan Rice. It's a hell of people being sold. This is giving
Slavery.
Especially when it's black players. It just makes me very uncomfortable. It's giving slavery. It's giving slavery.
What is this called? It's not the transfer
Draft
window.
season.
Draft season. What's it called, Bren?
The transfer window.
Yeah, but
It is transfer window, isn't
it
it?
hasn't opened yet. but
Women in
yeah.
sports.
Come on.
Can we get some horns? Excuse me.
We
What's
said
going
the
on?
transfer. I did say the transfer.
Period. Gonna ask about us. What? They think we don't pay attention. All right. So Arsenal are close to agreeing a fee with West Ham for Declan Rice and are expected to pay more than £100 million for the midfielder if certain add-ons are achieved, says The Guardian.
Love that for him.
Love that. 100 million is Declan white or black?
He sounds white. I don't know a black Declan.
He's white.
Where he is.
Oh, that's all right then. I was going to say 100 million for a black guy. We up. According to the newspaper, a bid is yet to be submitted, but talks between the clubs are progressing smoothly, and there is confidence that the deal will be finalised soon. That's big. The Guardian also says that Arsenal are also considering bidding for the Brighton midfielder Moise Caicedo, who is wanted by...
No. How do we say his name, please?
That's perfect.
No, because
No, it
Bob was
wasn't. You
laughing
laughed.
when
Why'd you laugh?
he said it.
And that was a hearty laugh.
That's accurate.
Don't clip it up.
Is it
No,
Moses?
not at all.
It's Moses.
Women in sports, please.
Women in sports, period.
sports,
Okay, I think we've done well with this segment.
to be honest.
This should be clipped up. It's silly.
I can't see it on here. But sorry.
So the Guardian also says that Arsenal are also considering bidding for the Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo, who is wanted by Chelsea, and are trying to sign Manchester City's Ike Gundogan. I was German. Gundogan. I don't know, man. On a free transfer.
We're trying.
Big up them. Big up the boys being sold for good money. And our last one, I think, is Man United are unlikely to bid for Harry Kane. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? So it is increasingly unlikely Manchester United will make a move for Harry Kane this summer, as Tottenham do not want to sell the striker, and especially not to a Premier League rival. Okay, big up Tottenham then. The England captain scored 30 Premier League goals for a struggling Spurs side last season. And with just a year remaining on his contract, Kane is of interest to United, whose priority is to strengthen their forward options. I guess they're trying to win next season. As an alternative, Napoli's Victor Osimhen, is a player United are keen on as well. Although the Serie A top scorer would also require a big outlay, which could depend on departures and what happens with the club's takeover. I think we forgot Steven Gerrard yesterday, didn't we?
Steven Gerrard.
No? Well, last news then. Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard is reportedly set to be appointed as the new manager of Saudi Arabian side Al-Ettifaq.
Love
big
that
up
for
him.
you, Gerrard.
They got he's going
Securing all kinds of bags.
all the bags. Big up him. That is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely sports segment with Gina and I.
Thank you.
Will we be doing it again soon, Gina?
Yeah.
We absolutely will. So stay tuned and let's get into our outro. Well, there is no done out here today, but Marks was in a comment earlier saying that Joseline should be done out here. So
Yeah.
in his absence, we awarded to Joseline because she absolutely does deserve that. But please like this video. I hope you guys have been liking the video. Let me not be doing speeches every week. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get to 4K. Follow us on social media platforms. The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and the Clock app, TikTok. If you want to send your dilemmas in, and also the number to call. I just feel like everyone should just save the number at this point. But it is 07564841073. If you would like to email the team, or you want to feature on the show, you want to inquire about the show, all that great stuff, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye.